sure, bro. Always have fun on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays are the best days, remember?
Yep. Hey, we ship champagne when we thirsty. No,
There you go. There you go.
Always
Can't
weird to
see
see
him.
that
You
because
can't
I
see
got
him,
hair
but
in that.
there he is.
hey,
I'm sure Eddie would say
y'all
that's
funny,
racial.
man. Y'all funny. Y'all funny.
What's up, man? How's it going?
What's good? What's good, man?
It's going, man. Saturday night, out with the boys. Nah, I wanted to go watch the fights tonight, but I was like, I'll stick out one more week. But yeah. I don't know if you guys watch boxing, but it's Triple G versus Canelo
Oh
Alvarez.
yeah, those guys for
Yeah.
sure, man. I love those guys. Those guys are the best.
Oh my god, you bastard!
You were my brother, Anakin.
The only sport I fuck with is football, man. And you know what kind? Don't ask what kind. You know what
Oh, the
kind.
real kind, the real.
The
Yeah,
real
I hear
kind.
you.
The one where they use their feet.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah. What's up, John?
Oh man,
But what are you guys up to today?
it's killing time, man. I was streaming earlier with Saba.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I see he got that Queen Studios Hulk in.
yeah. Got to be a balancing influence. Saba likes XM too much.
Oh man.
How about you, Cash? Tell us where you're at, man.
Bro, man, I'm off protecting and serving, man. Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yeah.
Cash is in witness protection program.
Right?
Hey, man, somebody got to crack the code to find Walton, man. I'm trying to find him, man.
Yeah, right.
I heard you, Buck. I heard you.
We're gonna find Walton, man. He's been hiding from us. We're gonna find him. I was able to get like some photos of of him of the target,
Of the target.
but we need to find his location. We couldn't bust him right then and there because we need to find out where the stash house is. The operation
Yeah,
is still
man.
ongoing.
We'll get him. He's right here, actually. Jeez,
We'll get
Cash, you
him.
in the car. How about you, Jarhead? What are you up to this weekend?
I just been hanging out with my kiddos, man. Just relaxing, watching kid cartoons all weekend so far, and playing video games with them, and just hanging out.
You get competitive with them yet, or not? No, just let them.
My older ones, I do. Like, my boys, of course.
Yeah.
I've got 6 kids, actually.
What?
Yeah, I got
Damn.
6.
How are you getting? You better get out of here, man.
The A in just the Jarhead stands for Abraham, father of many nations.
Yeah.
I was very busy after deployments.
Jesus. You took that literal.
I've gotten told if you're good at something, man, you might as well keep going, right? I'm good at making kids.
Oh, man.
Damn.
It's funny you say that because I only have nieces. I don't have any kids yet, but like I'm not competitive with them. But the other day they do crew, it's like they do the boat thing,
Yeah.
and then like they teach me how to do it. So I start doing it like with them, and then I go like, let me get my own boat. I'm gonna buy my own boat. I'm gonna get set up, and we can do this like all day every day, right? And they're like, nah, we only do this like 3 times a year, 3 months for the year, and I'm like, nah, we're gonna do this every day now. So I feel like I would be too competitive.
That's some exercise right there, man.
Oh man, yeah.
But
Those girls are skinny as anything, but they could, damn, those boats weigh too, man. They gotta pick them up and everything. But yeah, man, nothing much for me. Oh man, where are you at, Cash? That looks like nice background too.
Oh shit, bro. You know.
An undisclosed location, man. Can't talk about it right now.
Show
Just know we're on your ass, Walton. We're on your ass.
Yeah, man. We
Pause.
trying to find Walton. We got the lead, and hey, Buck, get over here, man.
As soon as you triangulate his exact location, I'll be there, man.
Hey, Harrison Ford, where are you at, man?
So how you been, Cash man? Like we haven't seen you in like 3 years probably now.
No, honestly, dude, everything's been cool, man. It's been a little hectic, but I'm not gonna try to like complain or anything like that. Honestly, just working, man. Just trying to get caught up. You know what I mean? Get caught up with all the bills and stuff. I was talking to Buck and Matt about it, man. I got behind. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff. Obviously, not working 6 months plus. You know what I'm saying? I tried to hold down as much as I could, as long as I could, was able to for the most part, but hey, I'm almost there, man. Give me about another 3 weeks, maybe a month. I'll be there. So I'm almost back, man. But there's actually a silver lining because I got a bunch of stuff coming in, um, which for the most part is almost paid off. So it's kind of cool. Like I'm just doing overtime right now, so it's cool. I've been moving stuff around in the room, you know.
Yeah, getting organized. Sounds good,
Overtime
man.
pays for those statues.
Yeah.
Man, it do.
That's good, man. Every episode we talk about you, so like you're very much missed, man. You're good.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I definitely miss you guys. I'll be on Tuesdays. Like I'll be here at Tuesdays, right? And I'll be like, shit, man, it's 7 o'clock. The hell, what's going on, man?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Trey Smith goes, "Congratulations, Cash. The wise man works hard." Hell yeah.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah, but like today, I didn't have too much planned. Like honestly, like this Saturday, like today, like I was like, let's just shoot whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys want me to load up any pictures, I'll load them up really quick. But yeah, today's like freelance, whatever you guys want. Like today's Batman Day, I guess. So like that's the only thing I had planned. Batman, with some good memories, you guys. Like there's
Just
Batman
talk some
Forever. Eddie likes that one. Which one does Eddie like? The one with the nipples?
Oh, Val Kilmer, man.
Val Kilmer, yeah.
Hey, doesn't
Eddie.
Clooney have nipples as well?
He probably does. Hopefully Eddie's watching.
Damn.
Today is all
Eddie
about
likes
Zack
some weird
Snyder.
shit.
Zack Snyder.
Oh no,
It's,
let's not
it's
do
not
that.
even
Let's not
Batman
do
Day.
that. Come on, stop that shit.
Zack Snyder.
Oh man.
Let's not talk about has-beens right now.
Jesus.
Oh shit, y'all saw that thunder?
Yeah, man, I've been seeing this whole time.
I was like, oh shit,
You got some special effects in the back.
man, it's getting crazy out here.
You stand by a large pole too.
Yeah. Was that thunder right there or what?
Yeah, man. I might gotta move the car. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to park the car here so nobody hit me. So, dude, there was a car on fire earlier. I was like, what the hell? What's going on, man?
Man, that's why overtime gets you, man. Nah, man. For memories, I always remember that game, Batman Forever for Super Nintendo. It was a game for I don't remember, but like it was me and my cousin always playing that game, trying to beat that game. We never beat that game. Do you guys remember that by chance? It's like Batman Forever for the Super Nintendo.
On
It
what
was a
console?
side scroller from left to right.
On what console was that?
Super Nintendo.
Nah, that never played that.
Nah.
On the
I was a
SNES,
Sega-
the only
I was a
thing
Sega
played is
guy.
Mario.
You were a Sega guy?
I was a Sega guy.
No. You guys play the Arkham game? Like that's the next game like I could think of like everyone plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All like almost
never
all
played
the
it.
Arkham games I played.
Hey,
They
did
got
Kevin
another
Conroy
series
voice it?
coming out.
Kevin Conroy, I think he's the voice for Batman in the Arkham games. But
They've got another series coming out that's in the same kind of
Gotham Knights.
yeah.
That looks
I
really
don't know,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm unsure. I don't like the character designs.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably play it for a little bit and see how it is. I just like that fighting style of a game, you know.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna switch it up. I don't think it's gonna be the same kind of combat, because a lot, people these days sometimes they're just like, oh, it's too easy. You just press the one button and you counter everything. I mean, sometimes I just want to turn my brain off and
Yeah,
play
man.
something. It's already have enough of a hard time, being super critical of every other thing. I want to just turn my brain off when I'm playing video games and like enjoy it. I don't care if it's simple and easy or stupid. Give me back the old Arkham and the old Assassin's Creed games.
Do you guys
I just
see
want to press the
Cash
same
running to the
button and
door?
kill many people on the street. Pause. I think in the video game.
Hold up, someone wants to join in. Let me get this thing going. I don't know, the Arkham game I know everyone loved, but I could never get into it. Like anytime it was for like Xbox, I never got to play on Xbox. I was always playing Gears of War. That's what it was. Gears of War or Call of
That's
Duty.
good.
Yeah, as soon as that game came out, I was like, oh, I'm done. Like I'm not. I think I played one level of Arkham, and I was like, too much, too late.
Then my favorite Arkham game would be City. After, like, I like the other ones as well, but City was my favorite.
I don't know. I remember playing the original game and I was like, man, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Batman game. It was one of the best Batman games that came out.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. And then the ending with Joker is pretty nice as well.
Hey, we got the crippler.
It was really good. And then the ending with Joker is pretty nice as well. Oh, you have to mute the YouTube sound.
I think you got to turn off your mic, Sam.
Oh, no,
Don't
he
mute.
has to turn it.
He's mute.
He's trying to
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up,
Good,
man?
man.
Man, you got those lights
Cat.
on every night? Hey, looking good, man.
You got it, man. What's the point of having like RGB if you're not gonna turn it on?
Right?
Yeah, you could control them. I could set them off. I could cut them on. But you mentioned Gears of War, Casual. That's my I worked on that game. I worked on all three of the Gears of War games.
Oh, really? Like a software developer or like?
Yeah,
art-wise, or-
Epic.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang, man! I
That's
gotta
pretty
get with
awesome.
you later, man. I love that
Oh
game.
man, dude, I got a Marcus bus downstairs. In this closet, I got a bunch like chainsaws and stuff that I don't even have up, dude. I'll send you one.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's crazy.
dang, man!
Yeah.
Like Gears of War 3 was my game when they came out with that what's it called Wave After Wave. What was that called again?
A horde mode.
Board mode.
Horde mode, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need any more friends. I can just play this all day.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to talk shit, but like if we're to play multiplayer in Gears, and we're gonna be against each other. I'm just saying.
You got skills, fuck
I might
face.
come out with the top KD.
Oh man.
Face got skills.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we
I'm
should
pretty
play.
good. I'm pretty good at all shooters, to be honest. But
Yeah, man,
no,
we
the
should play.
new stuff now, where they're
I-
adding all this like extra multitasking shit, where you got to start building. Fortnite,
Building.
I, can't play
I knew you were
can't
gonna
play
say
Fortnite,
that. It's
I
like,
don't play it.
building forts to survive when you just kill. Best
Yeah.
defense is that offense.
Mhm.
What's that new game? Well, it's not new. It's a free game. All these kids are playing, like Fortnite, right?
Fortnite. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I tried playing that game. I was like, it's free. This is dumb.
See,
Like this
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
be free. This
when a
shouldn't allow-
12-year-old kid wipes your wipes the floor with you in
Yeah.
that game, you're gonna be feeling all kinds of ways, man. Because you can't even. It's like there's a certain skill level before you can even start to play the mind games. And I got like old man hands. There's no way I'm gonna be doing all this so I can start building a fort on the spot, man.
Man,
You gotta
trying
rest
to
your hands.
balance that. Oh, go ahead, Cash. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying you gotta rest your hands, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, man. I just don't play Fortnite. When it first
I
came
don't,
out,
I
was
don't,
playing
I don't call a game a shooter game. That's like a builder simulator.
Yeah,
You know, they
literally.
just recently removed they have a mode where it removes all of the building and now it's just shooting.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like that just makes it. That's not
Yeah.
Fortnite, and that's where it is because it doesn't have like a map designed for you to like just do a shooting like team deathmatch or like any kind of game mode like that.
No, I'm with
you guys,
but go ahead,
have
John.
you guys heard of Apex?
Yeah,
Apex is the shit.
Yeah,
That's
my
that's
brother
that's
plays
what I
it.
play. I've been playing
yeah?
that a lot all day.
You good at Apex?
That's my-
we
that's
should-
my
we should
game,
squad
man.
Up. We should squad
I'll
up.
get on some
That's my game.
Apex.
Hey, what time is it? We got time. We got time tonight. If you guys want to play.
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
we stream that, and then
Yeah.
whoever causes the team to lose gets embarrassed. Like you
Oh,
know,
man.
have three.
I know it
people
ain't
on
gonna be
the
me.
squad. It's only 3 people in a squad in Apex, right?
Yeah,
Only 3. So that means
Yeah.
if there's 6, we might need each other in the battlefield.
It's
Something to
been a
talk
long
about.
time since I played Apex. So I was playing like I think the characters I used to use the robot. I just used to call him Chappie. I can't remember his real name. But I used to call him Chappie.
Bloodhound?
And
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound. I use Bloodhound as well. But the robot guy, what's his name?
Oh,
Pathfinder.
the guy. Yeah, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
The grapple hook.
Yeah. So Pathfinder and Bloodhound are my mains and Apex.
Man, I only played a little bit of Apex. I played a lot of it in the first season, but once the season started going through, I haven't been back on it.
I'm an Octane guy. I've got about 8,000 kills on him.
Yeah. That was the last season I played. That when Octane came out. Around that time, I stopped playing. Because, all these games, they're like updating and changing the meta so frequently. The guns are changing. It's like I stopped playing for maybe a week or two. I come back and like the loadout I like, the guns I used to pick up, they're shit now. And it's like, I'm playing a completely different game.
You get used to your weapon.
Fast.
Yeah, you get used to your weapon. You put in the time to learn it, and then it just like, nah.
They're like, the devs are like, oh, we gotta nerf it. We gotta nerf it. Everyone's
if you play that game, the R301's it's been good the whole time. So pick up R301, you're good.
That's like a carbine rifle or something like.
Yeah.
He's just the orange ammo, I think.
Don't lose light ammo.
Light ammo.
When are we gonna play, I guess? Next weekend, or when do you guys want to play? When are you guys free? Tuesday?
I'm always down to play Apex, man. I'm addicted to that game.
What platform you guys play on? PC, PlayStation,
I would need to
I got
play
a
it on
PC.
PC. I played on
Yes.
PC. My PC is not exactly meant for gaming. It would have been better if I brought my console. But I'll see if I can run Apex.
You got a Alienware computer, right? Or you got a custom made computer, Sam?
Oh yeah, I got a custom made. It's funny because the work provided me with a work PC, and the work PC is an Alienware.
Alienware, yeah.
But that is. See, I got Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my CPU, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's in there swinging.
Oh yeah, you got LCD monitor in there.
You can put your little GIFs in there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, man.
Whatever you deem in your room, like if it's Star Wars, you can put some lightsabers on there.
I built my computer too, but it's super small.
Oh no, I was thinking about doing that for my next build of just shrinking it.
Yeah.
You have more room on your desk.
I do have
add another statue.
Dude, but like airflow, man. Wouldn't that get noisy when you're gaming?
Some cases are better than others. You just got to do the research.
Yeah. Right.
So. You gotta know where's your points of airflow. Even if you have a little, you can still get it done. But you just gotta make sure you know what intake versus outtake and all of that stuff, so you're not blowing air in, and it's just
man. Because like the cooling, I hate it when like my computer's making noise and like it's it's like a little ring.
What is this nerd talk we're doing? What?
I know, right?
We're gonna play soon, man. We're gonna play soon. I'm gonna stream that thing
I've been
too.
in the gaming hobby so long. I'm just now getting into statues. I'm here for statues.
It's all nerdy stuff, man. It's all nerdy stuff.
I love it all, dude. That's
it's all nerdy stuff.
It just rotates.
Air intake. What?
Hey, you probably just slapped the console down, Cash, right, and called it a day. You ever mess with the PC yet?
Look, man, Jarhead over here building computers and stuff. Hey, Best Buy, which one do I need, man?
No, man, it's not even that hard.
It's not hard at all.
It's like Legos, man.
And like you're good, and when you actually put it together, it's like it's a very satisfying process. The only thing is, I don't know if the graphics card shortage is as bad as it was.
It's not at all anymore.
In 2021. So it's cooled down now. It's cooled down.
Yeah, by a lot. You could go on EVGA right now and get any one of the cards now at a good price.
That's blessed.
My computer right there.
Oh, what you got? What do you got in there? What are the guts?
It's got a 3080. It's got a
nerd.
I've got an older CPU in there though, but
nerd. Yo, Jarhead, what's on the wall, Jarhead? What's on the wall?
Oh, I build keyboards.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you got
nerd.
Yo, John, we definitely got to talk.
You must be running to the aux fiber.
That's crazy. He's got like a bunch of like mechanical keyboards. You got those like curly wires, the braided cables.
I love that.
I do.
That's nice. You got one.
Nice.
I've got a whole thing of switches like right here. A little.
Oh yeah, the
What's your preferred switch on the keyboard?
I'm not a big fan of tactile switches. I like the smoothness of like a
Oh
red switch or
no.
like a
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like tactile basically.
I like
Can
the cherry brown.
can
I
we
like-
talk about potting soil after this conversation?
Hey,
I just
I
want to
got
know.
you. Potty
I mean, if you cash, I mean,
Yeah.
I do
It
get
starts.
Okay, you guys
Jarhead,
lost me.
Jarhead.
You lost me.
Let me grab my little pot right up there.
Oh, we could
Whatever you want
we
to
can
talk
talk about it all.
about, Cash.
I got
talk
more than one
about it.
hobby. I got more than one hobby, Cash.
You gotta keep those hobbies moving.
I got more than one hobby.
Oh man, dude.
I gotta say
Well, let's
congratulations,
discuss human
Casual,
anatomy, guys.
picking up.
And
that.
then be a sculptor.
I know, but Walton's right, dude. EVGA just was like, peace out to NVIDIA. It's like I ain't working with them no more. Like
Yeah.
I'm done.
But
They
I
got
don't like
it was
controlling
salty about it too. They weren't like, oh,
It's
you know,
because
we
of the
decided
issues,
to go a
right?
separate way.
With the supply.
Should have for
So
statue
what-
talk, and now I'm learning about computers.
I know. No, it wasn't because of the shortage. It was because NVIDIA doesn't tell their partners the price until they're on stage, so the whole world knows about it at the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time. And then on top of that, they sell their own car, NVIDIA, right? So they could
Mhm.
price it lower. So why are the
Damn,
partners
but
making it
yeah.
and then sell it in places like Best Buy and then get the
Yeah.
jump on all of the board partners? So they was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm out.
So they're only selling like what's the name of the other guy? What are these guys? AMD cars now.
No, they're not even. They said they're not even doing that. They I think they're gonna stick to power supplies.
The fuck? So,
I know. And I got an EVGA GPU right now.
so that's it. No more cars at all. That's stupid. That's like
Yeah,
wow. They,
That was
they
one-
must
that
have
was one of
been-
their money makers right there. Was the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
a weird like move. There must have been
No,
some.
It's
hitch
all going to
financially.
like cryptocurrency, man. Like all those cards. So that
Mhm.
that stuff is like sold out for.
I think
Months
like because
or back
I think they
order
started
for-
banning that in China, the mining. So like
Yeah,
all the
Russia
cards are
too.
freeing up now.
Mhm.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. That took a dive. So now
Yeah.
all of the. So be careful when you buy a GPU aftermarket because you might be getting one that been
That's been
grinding,
mining
putting in
co-
that
that's been
mining
mining
work.
been-
coins.
That's what
and,
ran
uh,
hard.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Nah, man, but we gotta play. That'd be fun. I want to hear a trash talk from you guys. I don't do much trash
Oh
talk.
man,
but
you
I
don't
just-
want to.
Oh,
You know,
man.
I like to get into people's
You
heads.
gotta have a thick skin, Casual.
I tell you, man, my friends hate me and they love me because I'm good, but like, oh man, I just need to. I think I just need to tell myself I'm not trying to win. So, like, 'cause if I'm trying to win, I become a very salty person.
Oh
Very
man.
fast. You start
What-
cussing, man. I have to turn off my mic so I don't make my teammates hate me.
Do you kick your teammates off if they're doing bad? You
No,
suck.
not
I'm
that
out.
bad. No, but
Okay.
I could say they suck, man. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Why can't you fucking kill that person? Man?
He was
Oh,
right
man.
there.
I'm
You
sort
can
of like
do
that
it.
too.
Yeah.
If we're teams, man, you mess up, I'm gonna call you out on
Uh,
the
Yeah.
game in stream. I'm gonna record that moment, clip it, and like,
And then they're gonna get sad. And he'd be like, man, I'm
Yeah.
just playing for fun. I ain't trying to win.
dude, when I hear I'm playing for fun, I'm not trying to be on your team, bro. I'm playing to win.
Oh man.
That's how I have fun.
I'm just here to chill with the boys. I ain't trying to.
Yeah.
That's cool. We playing Minecraft though.
Oh wow.
I know we're playing Minecraft. There are enemies out there,
You know, we can hop on right after this stream, right? You know,
dude.
yeah, man.
I'll have to install like Apex
didn't
on
take
my
that long.
computer.
Let's go right now.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Hey, the stream's getting canceled.
Yeah.
Go to casual at twitchtv.com.
Right.
New gaming channel, streaming channel.
Statue collectors playing games.
Hey, dude, but it's all circular. Like, there's a lot of cross pollination between these hobbies, like gaming, movies. I mean, some of these statues are based off a lot of the characters people playing games, seeing movies. So most of the time, they're gonna be interested in some of it.
Yeah. And because of social media now, like the
Yeah.
statues are becoming. A lot of people are getting exposed to them. Like
Hmm.
if you go on, sometimes you'll see like celebrities or even artists. Like a lot of artists I used to follow before. They're now like promoting statues, or like they see one that they like and they want to buy, and they're like, wow, this is so amazing. It's
Yeah.
always cool to see someone just look at a statue that I think of as cheap in terms of statue terms, and they're like, wow, man, I can't believe I'm about to spend $500 on something that's gonna sit
Dude,
on a shelf. I'm like, that's cheap.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
mine.
lot of people
It's
too. That's a
yeah, and
lot
it
of people. Like when
puts
I
you
first
back in
started,
perspective.
yeah, it was just to get something to look cool in the room. And then I started appreciating more. Like you said, you go to your comic book store and you're in there and you're like, oh, look at this little X-23. Looked big to me because it was bigger than the legendary figures, right? So
Hmm.
I think it was 1/6, the little X-23 that I had. And then I'm like, oh, and I was like, look at this, it's so cool. And then when you start looking up more, and then you're like, oh, look at the hot toys, and you get into the hot toys, and you're like, what is these premium format? And you get them, and then you're
Yeah,
like
man.
casual with a big old 1/3, just chilling over your
not even,
bag.
man, not even.
Casual, you're a madman. Where are you gonna put that? Because like to be
right,
honest, it's
right
just
there.
Yeah, literally right there for the
Just
rest
right
of
there.
the.
it's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I went to a comic book store today, and this guy, like, I saw Iron Studios and some other Hot Toys. This guy came up to me. He's like, "Oh, so you know about this?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're pretty cool, right?" And he goes like, "Yeah, man, these are expensive though. Just giving you a heads up." And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, they're pretty expensive, you know." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Maybe you want to go to this like DC Direct stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, like show me more about the DC Direct stuff. Like teach me."
Yes,
Be like. Then I was like, I was gonna show him my collection, but I was like, nah,
that's
I'm
like
too
me when I
short.
go into a Best Buy or something. Like try like if you, I don't know if you guys try to buy a TV lately, but they don't know what they're talking about, dude. They
Yeah,
tell you all the wrong information. It's like,
it, it's funny because like when the Best Buy guys come up to me, I know more than them. So
yeah,
it's like, dude, I know more than you, like,
yep,
and then I'm like, well, what about this? Why aren't you telling me about this? And they're
Yeah,
like, oh, you know about this? And I was like, yeah, I know about
yeah. And I know they're just trying to do their job, so I'm not
it.
trying to
Yeah,
bust their balls, but I'm just like, don't lie to me, dude. Now I'm just, it's just a test because I'm just there to be like, okay, let me see if you give me some accurate information. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I'll buy this off you because you were totally just like making shit, making stuff up. Like, yeah.
nah, man, I like talking to the Best Buy guys. Like, I'm always like, oh yeah, yeah. Did you know it has like 120 hertz? And they're always like, oh man, what is that? And I was like, you took the most important part. Like, how don't you know that? Like, come
Yeah.
on.
They'd be like,
Oh man, Best Buy is interesting. It's
yeah.
it's funny because
And here's,
they come up to you and go like, I'm not making any commission. I was like, I don't care. Like
okay.
you should know this, man. At least come on.
I mean,
It was like,
if that's your job, you should know, what you're selling.
that's the thing. You'd be like, they'd be like, oh, and and it has G Sync. I'm like, what's that? And they'd be like, and it's okay. Like, I'm not saying everyone needs to know it, but when you're trying to sell it to me, and then I ask you what is
A
it,
little bit, yeah.
you need to know a little bit about it.
They're like, oh yeah, that's 55-inch. That's all I know, man.
Yeah,
this is a really good one.
Damn.
A lot of people buy this one.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. Oh man, have you guys seen the Samsung frame TVs? They like look like.
Mhm.
You seen that one? That
Yeah,
one.
the ones at CES that just
just
little
flat,
frame that's
basically.
flat on a wall.
Yeah, like one of my friends has that, and he just has it on his hallway. I have no idea how he did it in his hallway. It literally
It's
looks
like
like a
recessed into the wall.
yeah. No.
No, they're
It
just that
looks
flat, that thing.
it, yeah.
like
It looks like
really
it's a
flat.
frame of like a what's it called? A painting or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's the point, is to make it look like a painting.
Mhm.
But
Basically.
it looks like you could just get a billion art prints and just load them up on that, and then just it flickers every 10 seconds.
Oh
and
yeah.
the art prints
That
goes.
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was thinking about getting one of those and putting it in here somewhere. But
LG
a
has
good
one, I think, too, something similar. I think.
LG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
have
like OLED TVs. I've got an OLED TV here, and my
Reach
monitors.
Jarhead.
My monitors are OLED too. I've got that Alienware OLED ultra wide.
34-inch.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
on
love
right
this.
now.
I love this
That's how
thing.
I see you right now on that OLED right now.
Well, and I see you
You're
I
looking
see you're
good.
into the audio stuff too, right?
I'm sorry.
I see you're into the audio stuff too, huh?
Oh man, let's not even go there. That's my first passion. So like, woo. Yeah, that's a whole nother.
You know these? The
Are
Canto
those the
Tux?
Kefs?
The Canto
The
Tux?
Cantos. The
Yeah.
Cantos. Yeah. Yep. I get your
$800 speakers.
Cantos. Kefs.
Dang.
I'm not even gonna say how much those
Get thrown
cost
out
because
of
it's
my
just gonna be like
apartment.
a weird flex. But
Unfortunately, I'm into a lot of different things, and it's all expensive. Every
yeah,
single thing I'm into is expensive.
I think
Even the
you're my
keyboard
brother
thing.
from another mother, and it ain't even like it meant to be. It's just the hobbies we choose to get in. Anybody with like these statues, like anybody who's in this statue game could have $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 speakers or headphones if they wanted to. Like the amount of money this hobby draws out of people, you can get anything you want, dude. So it's just a matter of what you prioritize and what's going to bring you the most joy with that disposable income.
We all have our things that we're into, man. You know.
Trey's doing it
What's
right.
up,
He has like
Hey, what's
a
up?
wallpaper
Background.
background. I love that.
I know, right?
Oh, I can't hear you.
I think you're on mute, man. Oh, it's still. I think it's the hat. Yeah, take the hat off. Okay. You're still on mute though. Casey, the Chiefs.
Damn, Walton seems very knowledgeable, but I don't know why he doesn't understand that Zack Snyder's Justice League is the best. I'm sorry, but sorry, but
man. You know, I thought we had a little thing
we're
going there.
gonna get into this right
no.
now.
Y'all, I know y'all talk about it all the
It's a whole
time.
conversation right here. It's a whole
I
whole
just-
thing
I just-
right here.
You know, it's just good. It's just good that Sam has let me know that me and him we're not gonna be good friends like that.
No, see, this is why we'll be
From the
good friends,
get-go.
but because you see, we can have difference of opinions, and that's what make like your statue collection different, your taste in movies different. Because if all of ours was the same, we'll be boring, dude. If everybody will have the same 4 statues in the back of their display, everyone like the same movies. To me, that's boring. I enjoy the conversation, especially when you can articulate why you like something.
Mhm.
I think that's what you guys do well on the show, is like you guys articulate the differences of it and why you like it. Because the thing that pisses me off is when somebody says this is the best to you. Like I might have different priorities. Like it might like somebody's whatever statue. Just some might like the museum, some might like it a little dynamic. Some might be going for a certain vision, and they're like, yeah, that one might have better textures, but for my vision of how I want to pose these statues, this is the right one for me, right? So it's never really no best. So that's the one that irks me, is when he said, "No, this one's the absolute best." I'm like, for you, I could appreciate why that's the best.
Such a roundabout way of telling us you like garbage.
Hey,
Hey Trey, you want to try it again?
Get that.
Yeah,
Get that
can you
Zack
hear me?
Snyder logo
Oh, you're
out.
good. You're good.
All right, bet.
Mm.
Man, I'm happy to be
man,
up
sir.
here, man. I've never even
Good.
spoke to Buck Fangs before in person or casual.
What's up, man?
And we got Jarhead, we got the Clipper, Sam G. So I'm
I'm
glad
the
to just be up
Clipper,
here.
baby.
Yeah, man. The Cryptor up in here.
It's
Nice
funny
to
you say
meet you,
that.
Trey. Nice to meet you. Like,
Nice to
yeah,
meet
like
you. Caster Gemini, the legend up in this mud.
yo, Cash started all of this stuff for me. He don't even know. It's all your fault, Cash.
I'm always got my gloves up because Cash is knocking me out because of LBS. So
Look, man, this is like an AA meeting officially. Sam and Trey in here. I gotta look.
Talk to me, brother. Make it
man.
stop. I'm on these sites too much at night, watching too many of y'all shows at night. Like, I was talking to Buck on Sobs, like just in the chat, like, yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. Like, I'm literally thinking about sort of like just pedestal for my first 1/3. So I was just talking through them, like, which I'm thinking about this.
That's the way, though,
Yeah.
man.
I think that's a good look, man. The pedestals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
that's
on
a good-
this
that's a good
side,
look.
yeah, because on that side will be the more traditional. I'm getting stuff built there, but that's gonna be 1/4. And I'm like, if I do 1/4, see, I could get a lot more, but I might want this wall to look different than that wall, right? So it just sort of like, it doesn't just go a bunch, even though that's a cool look too. But I'm like, if there's any time to get 1/3, it'll be now. And if I commit to getting 1/4, it's probably not going to happen anymore. So it's like, I still got room to grow 1/4 on this side.
Yeah.
But I'm still not even sure if I want to get rid of my babies, my little hot toys.
You got some like good stuff in mind. You know, you say you wanted to get like the Wonder Woman versus Hydra, and
Yeah,
one
Fabok
Detective
Detective
Comics
1000.
1000. Yeah,
That's a big
that's an
statue.
awesome one. Walton
Yeah, that
Walton
one's.
canceled his.
Oh man, that and then the thing is, since if when you go pedestal, you don't have to worry about fitting it in some place, so that cape would just be flowing.
Yeah, I think I saw your plans on Facebook, and you have like the bass, the ambient bass, you know, for
Yeah,
the and the one thing I'll say about that is make sure you have a top light as well. Otherwise,
got
you're
you.
gonna have like a lot of shadows like up top
When,
because it'll be lit from below. So you want the light up top to be brighter than the
Well,
light underneath.
I like that look where it's kind of like projecting the light up.
Shadowy. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of shadowy, like that with the Superman. I think that I've seen somebody posted something. I seen on Instagram that it was just lights pointing up at him, and
Mhm.
it
yeah.
looked great.
It's a very dramatic look, and
hmm
it works like, you know, if you're just trying to take a picture or
hmm
like a momentary thing, but like in the long term, just having your statues like that, because I have the same setup, right?
hmm
And like I had to add lights up top because it still gives the effect now. It's just that when you have
hmm
the light above, there's more like light coming into the shadow, and so the shadow isn't like you're not losing all the detail. So you have
Yeah,
more bounce light in the shadow. And
dude.
yeah.
No, Bucky, you're saying exactly what the dudes were saying. They were like, because the planet, so that's not going to be a pedestal. It's going to be like two 27 by 27 cubes on the bottom with
Hmm.
point lights on the top aiming down there. Then what I call a battle surface, and that's going to be one without the middle so that I can do diorama style, like with my statues, if I want them to
Hmm.
battle, whatever I could do.
Yeah.
It's like if I want two versing each other, I could do that
Yeah.
without the border. And then on top of that, it's going to be another surface. But in that middle surface, there's going to be point lights aiming down.
Hmm.
And they said they never did this before because I was your exact critique was what I was worried about. And so they're going to light it from the bottom with the ambient, but also
Hmm.
have point lights in the top to capture the rest of the detail.
Yeah.
And I should be able to change it. And then on the very, very top, I used to have a ambient platform there, but I don't think it's necessary. And that's just going to be point lights. But I don't know how I'm going to get overhead lights for the top. They said you can turn them to try and reach the top because you have different ones and balance the light up there. But the very top one is the one I'm worried about most for the lighting. But the
You
two on
can
the
mount the lights
bottom,
on the ceiling, right?
hmm?
Like some track lights on the ceiling.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking about that of just some track lights or some aiming right from where my little speakers are aiming right down at them.
Hmm.
So I got to get creative with the top. I haven't had to made a decision there, but I think that there's some options there. But I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. It's coming. Them
Yeah.
dudes are like I hit them up and they're just like, I'm like, yo, do you guys have any examples of the different lighting before I commit to which one? And they just did a personal video because they didn't have one like offhand. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Man,
Are you gonna
Cripple,
go
you
with
seem like a creator, man. You're gonna have to rest on the seventh day.
How long is production expected to take for that?
2 weeks.
Wow,
That's
that's
not
a pretty
bad.
short
2
time.
weeks. You get to
That's
pick the materials. You get to pick everything. So
that's
it's like
very fast fabrication.
yeah, yeah, and they constant communication. They're like, hey, and this is something I thought about but forgot to include in the email. I was like, do you guys have? I mean, there was like, hey, there's a lot of statues and stuff that are coming out with sort of light up features. Do you want holes in the back just in case you want? Yes, I do
Oh
want holes in
wow.
the back just in
Yeah,
case I
that's
have to plug.
smart.
Yep, yep, yep. So like they're really good and think about stuff that you might be thinking about but forgot to mention.
How
Yeah,
about you,
that's awesome.
Trey? You're you're getting some LBSs coming in. What do you do? What are you gonna do with yours?
Man, so my house is should be finished being built in the spring,
He built
and
a house.
yeah,
Just for his
Congrats.
statues.
Hold on, Trey.
yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
Trey. Hold on. Look, man. Hold on.
Help us, Cash.
Did
You're our only
LBS
hope.
come out and did you say, "Hey, I gotta buy a house for this"?
No,
That's exactly what
I
happened.
was saying no to a house, and then once the statue game came, I told my wife yes to a house because she was the one who wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of tricking some stuff. You
Nice.
know? To give you what you want. You know, but this is, it's funny though, but because on this for me, it's people like to decorate the home. Well,
Mhm.
Mhm.
this is how I want to decorate. You know what I'm saying? So this is my budget. This is my
Congratulations,
decorating.
man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's dope,
I
dude.
twisted it.
Yeah. You ain't got to
That's
lie to us,
blessed.
man.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but I like the setups too, and I especially I love like Aiden's setup. How he's got stuff like just in one section makes each one look like it's just a showpiece. So I'm really trying to go like kind of like how he's doing.
Do you know what
Dude,
he used for his pedestals slash like stands?
I don't.
So it's crazy because he did this a while back. So they are dressers. He just took the drawers out and then he, sanded them, painted them, and then there's drawer units, like
That's
3 chest
crazy.
drawer units.
that's
I would have
super
never thought about
creative,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
Which is
I
smart.
gotta I
Hey,
gotta see Aiden's setup because that's exactly what I'm thinking about. Like just one, depending on the width of them. And I don't really like the thing is, I don't think I'm appreciating how big they might be because I might could only fit 2 here or something. I don't know, right? So I'm trying to do measurements, but depending on which one you're looking at, they'd be like 31 inches wide to like 16, depending on which 1/3 you're looking at. And it's just sort of
Yeah.
like,
They
If
kind
they're
of.
prime 1/3, yeah, they prime one doesn't respect your space. So
I love your conversation earlier about that one Batman who laughs. It was just like, oh, super wide. It's like, fuck your
yeah,
space. This is my
dude,
space.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what.
I'm al- I'm
I
always
remember
trying
that.
to like for statues. I always wish because there's a lot of times when I see someone like a company execute a concept, and I think you could still do the exact same concept without making it as big, like at least in terms of like the lateral space it's taking. So it doesn't need to be as wide as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So many statues, like you could still have all the elements you're having and pull it in a bit. Cause like, come on, man. It's hard enough trying to display these things already. Stop making it worse. Sometimes when people just keep going bigger, 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 and I just realized, man, there's some pieces that I just see and I was like, yeah, I don't even need to consider that because even if I wanted to buy this and I wanted to save and pay for like one of these, maybe this XM Maestro, it's like I don't have anywhere to put that.
You have to build something. You have to build something custom or get a
That's what I'm
dining room
trying to, I
table.
think.
Get a
yep.
giant
Custom?
dining room table. Yeah.
Yeah, custom,
Dude,
dude. I have to give up my
custom
bed.
can do that, but because that's how I'm here talking to you guys right now. I talked to Cash about that, like multiple times. It's like I seen that Maestro. Like I was happy. I wasn't thinking about statues or anything. I was like, I'm done. And then my friend linked me to this Maestro. And I heard of Maestro, but I never read it. And then I'm like, dude, I want to know how he got that surfboard, how he got Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
Cool, pulled up the app, read through it. Like in a couple of days, I read through like Future and Perfect and both of the runs. And I'm like, I fell in love with the character instantly. But I was like, and I only seen the A version. I was like, it's cool. I respect the A version. It's dope. I really like it. But and then I seen the B version. I'm like, all right, bought it. I was like, who should I get this from? And a lot of you guys, especially Cash, recommend Spec Fiction. So done. Here you go, right? And then I was looking in centimeters, and it didn't trigger how many inches that was until I reached out to the guys that was going to build the pedestal for it, and they said, yeah, that's going to be 56 by like 48. Is that door right there? It will block that door, and I was gonna put it on that wall where I'm building that other one for
How
the one
deep?
force.
How deep is the statue again?
I think it was. It's got to be like 47. I think it was like 47 or
You
something,
hear
dude.
that? Yeah. See,
That's
I
taller
like
than this. Like,
No,
no.
that's
That's
depth.
the depth.
yeah,
Dude,
depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing
That's
is
so stupid.
it. if I would have backed up my chair and I would have put it here, I would have bumped into it. Like that's how that's how much space. So I was like, eventually, me trying to maneuver around that would have been more irritating than the appreciation I probably would have got out of it. So that my wife was like, because then I started measuring other places around the house because I didn't know if I could get my down payment back. She's like, "You're not putting it in there. You're not moving that." I'm like, "I can't get my down payment. I got to make it work somehow." And then I called Todd, and he was just like, "No, no, you could just move it to something else." And the first thing I got was like the Magneto and Cyclops in them. I'll just build an X-Men thing, make a nice thing there, and put it there. But instead, now I'm just going down and now looking at 1/3, and now my whole game is messed up. Now I got to figure out
Yo,
what I really want
that's
to
the
do.
thing. Like 1/3 are not even as deep as that XM Maestro,
No,
because
not
that
at
they
all.
just don't. It's like, I don't know, man. I think companies need to make more sense when they're
Yeah,
planning these things out. You can still have a really cool, because that's what art is all about. You know, you set your
yeah.
constraints. You know what the
Hmm.
project is, and if you set the constraint from the beginning, saying I want this to fit in a reasonable space,
Yeah.
like you can still make a beautiful statue with that constraint. You know, you can still make an insane looking maestro. I just think like 47 inches deep. Come on, man.
But like that got to be in the center of your art statue collector
Island.
freaking.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah, man.
that Magneto from LBS. Think about how wide that statue is
Yeah.
with
Yes, sir.
with the magnetic aura.
Hmm.
he
Yeah.
Man,
don't
that's ridiculous.
I'm
he
still
don't
fighting
It's as
myself to
wide as it
whether
is
I'm gonna get
tall.
that or not. I'm still fighting myself with that one.
It's an amazing statue,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
I ain't trying to get on
we all know
1/3.
the one true Magneto though.
uh,
We all know what it
I
is.
know what
What's
it
the one?
is.
What's the one through Magneto?
Cash knows what it is.
Is this a quarter scale or a?
Mine is back there on that temporary space there
Oh,
in the
so
background.
white Magneto.
Yeah. See,
Stop it.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Stop
Okay.
it.
so so Casual's Magneto, he was messing around, right? And he was just sort of like, let Xavier die. So then, he put on the white, and then he became my Magneto and started working with the X-Men. So we had a whole story here, right?
Yeah.
And then Cash is when he goes back to being a regular Magneto, because you painting yours, right? Back to the traditional.
I mean, that's the only way, right?
See? See?
You
Court
guys
Cash
taking the
doing
most.
it.
You guys taking the most roundabout route just to get like proper Magneto.
No, see,
But
the
I
proper
guess.
Magneto is like the one that would, like, if you read certain, like, for me, I wanted that one because I love that story of when he joined,
Mm-hmm.
when he joined Cyclops,
Yeah.
and it was Cyclops Magic, Emma, and him, and Magneto. And so, like, for me to capture that in such a dynamic way is what makes that special to me. So for me, I can't paint it, but for somebody who likes the dynamic nature of them, bending the turrets and all of that, but still want
Yeah.
the traditional, they might want to paint it because that's what they want, right? So like for me, it's like I had no intention to paint it because that's what I want. Like,
You know
and then
what?
go
You're
ahead.
right. You're right. Let me tell the doctor to halt. You're right. You're
The,
right.
No,
you know,
no,
You're
no,
right.
no,
No, no,
no,
no. You're
don't
right.
tell him.
You're right.
Do not tell the doctor to hope, because that one, when you paint it, that's gonna make you happy, right? And that's all I'm saying is just like having that Magneto, that color, like traditional purple with that pose, will be dope if that's the Magneto you want. And if that's the one you want, you're gonna be super happy with it. Like, and that's what I mean by like each person's best is different. Like,
There we go. Black suit
see,
right here.
somebody likes the black suit one. The
Yeah.
black suit one might be their
and
perfect
and
one.
that was the first time he joined the X-Men. He had that black suit.
Yeah,
He didn't have that white suit till
exactly.
later. The
Yes.
first time he joined the X-Men, he had that
Yep,
black
yep,
suit with a
yep.
big M on it.
The only superhero that I fuck with when they're wearing different suits is Spidey. All these other people when they're doing all this extra shit, nah, man, I need the classic version.
It's to me, it's got to have a really strong reason why they do it, and it just can't be like, I just changed it. Like that, and he
Spidey's had a
shaved his
lot of
head.
costumes over the years. Spidey's had a lot of costumes.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, exactly.
man,
Lot.
Yeah, he
And,
has.
and I'm down with like pretty much all of them, to be honest.
what's
You
your
know,
favorite one?
honestly, just a classic one is my favorite. But if I'm thinking of
Hmm.
one that's from more recent that I liked, is the after he takes over like Stark Industries, um,
Hmm.
Tony dies recently, and then he has the new suit.
Hmm.
Like the way like Alex Ross paints that in like the
Variant
covers
cover.
for that
Yeah.
run with
Hmm.
Slot, and then even the way Cameron Coley was drawing that in the books, I really like that. I
It's
like the way
nice.
it looked because it's like because of the like reflective, the way the blue looked, it was iridescent, and you got that metallic look on the red as
Yeah.
well.
I know
Yeah, it's
exactly which one you're
pretty
talking about.
nice.
Hmm.
Hey,
And then
can I ask a
the
question?
logo is glowing.
Of
What's up?
course.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to cut you
No
off.
problem.
I had a question for Jarhead.
What's
What
up?
gravitates you towards customs more so than like a sideshow, for example? I mean, any company, obviously, but sideshow, for example.
You know,
Is it the character design, like not the character itself, but just like the more dynamic? You know what I mean?
I the customs to me, they seem like they take more chances. Like they do more crazy stuff. Like speaking of Magneto, I've got this Magneto coming in that's casual seen it. It's pretty crazy.
I'm throwing.
And if you like that Maestro, you like this Magneto.
That's
But
a throwing piece.
it's a throne piece, yeah, and it's massive. But I like the fact that when I look at and this is just for me, I'm not, everybody else has their thing, but when I look at my collection, I don't want to see everybody else's collection. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, he's got that, he's got that. I want, and that it's not necessarily about the rarity. I just want my collection to be different,
Yeah, something special for you.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And to me, custom route was how that went down. My very first statue was a custom. So,
You just
you know, and,
started there.
yeah, and that's the thing though. And I've been around watching videos for a long time, and it just made more sense for me personally to start out that way.
Damn, Jarhead, just don't
So
get burned by any of these custom studios.
I mean, I haven't yet. So
It's
Man,
funny. I
I
know
was
who you
lucky.
talk.
Cash got me. I was lucky. Cash got me, like slowed me down, because I was like, bam, 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 buying, and he's like, man, slow down, just watch out, take your
No,
time first.
and that's
Nate
what
was
happened to
really
me
good
too
at
when I
that
first
too.
started out. I started collecting all kinds of different. I had all kinds of pre-orders, and I had, but I was trying to complete lines because X-Men were my favorite characters. So I had all kinds of X-Men pre-ordered. And Buck said something to like me on a stream one time where, there's just so many X-Men that, I could just sit there and collect nothing but X-Men and still be collecting just, they'll just
Yeah,
keep
that line
coming.
doesn't end.
And
Like
and
you start,
I was like, yeah, I can't do that to myself.
you're gonna be like, dude, this is my Murloc wall. Like my
Yeah, and it's, especially with you, you're looking for like special pieces, man.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, don't chase a line for you.
So
It's like
that's what it is. I don't feel like I have to complete a line. Like I just want a special statue that
Agreed.
I love that represents the X-Men. Like so I have my Wolverine statue. I want, that represents the X-Men. I've got Magneto, which is a villain, and I've got a Venom coming in that he's gonna, the Spider-Man universe. That'll be fine for me for the Spider-Man universe. So I just want one super nice statue to represent that part of the Marvel universe,
and that's what I'm doing with the one there is like special. You try to get a line, you can, because the ones I were gravitating to was like, oh my god, this side will end up looking like Gotham because it was a lot of Batman style stuff at first, but then it's like I like that. I just want stuff that I'm like, that looks really good. I really like that character. And that's it. With the X-Men, I'm keeping it real easy. Like I'm just doing that Marvel, that Uncanny X-Men one. So I'm looking for the Magic. I'm looking for the White Magneto, which I already got, a Cyclops, and then I just need an Emma that's not on a chair because everybody's gonna be in battle. She's just gonna be sitting in a chair like, I'm like, no, get into battle.
Like how?
But yeah.
depending on how much you want to spend for Emma, I'd say get the last sideshow PF and get her repainted.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent route to go. Because ultimately, I would love to get her in the black suit, like if they ever come out. But I'm not in a rush. So like if I have a hole because I need Emma, I'm just gonna leave it as a hole there until I get till one comes out, and not
a
worry about
company needs to make a Bishop. XM
man.
There's a
sideshow.
company
Iron
doing
Studios has a cool
custom.
one,
There's a
but
custom Bishop being
Yes,
made.
I had it on pre-order, but I gave it up because
Why?
that wasn't Bishop to me.
It wasn't Bishop for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there was something there that it was like
Some.
it
Now
didn't
They
there,
didn't
did.
feel
now,
right. I was
now
like,
their
Did you
storm
see
is
them?
nice.
They did like a new portrait. They did a new portrait. Do you see that?
yeah, but it looked even worse to me. I was like,
It
nah,
looked even
I'm
worse.
good.
Like,
It
When you
looked even worse to me.
Because
And
did y'all
like
have
Bishop,
the
that?
way they did the
the
tattoo,
mirage.
it was like it wasn't a tattoo. It was like
It
a
was a scar or
brand.
something.
Yeah, it was a scar.
Yeah.
I'm like, my Bishop has a tattoo, not a brand.
but
When
he
you
has the
Go see
most
initially,
her.
potential for switch outs too, with the bald head, the mullet, like the little curl. Like
Yeah,
you could do all of those switch outs, different weapons, different
I want a
side power
classic Bishop. I want a
representation.
classic Bishop from
Hmm
his first appearance, holding that gun up. You know,
hmm
the
that's
bicep.
what I want. Yeah, exactly.
I can
And
definitely
I
see
want
where
the
you come
bald
from.
one where he's chasing Cable, looking for that last mutant. The
Hope
mutant
Summers.
is looking for hope. Just
Mhm.
like
Hey, we
chasing
say
him
Holly
through.
around here, bro.
Oh, Holly, my bad, Holly. My
hey
bad.
Jarhead, when you first PO'd that Bishop, was it the hype or like what was it? Did you need to fill that need really bad and then you just was like, no, this just isn't it?
I had a bunch of X-Men statues pre-ordered. Like it was a bunch of custom ones because nobody was making them. I had a Jubilee, I had Bishop, I had just a bunch of them, and I was just all over the place too. And then I had like a Hulk on Throne coming. Then it was just I wanted to focus my statues because I can't afford every single statue that I like, and it was like me trying to buy statues that I wasn't in love with that I was just trying to complete. I was just like, oh, well, I've got to get this one because it goes with this one. And then I was like, I took a step back and I was like, I don't need to get this statue if I don't like it, if I don't love it, So it was
Yeah.
like, it was just too much at one time. And when I first came in, I had like 10, 11 pre-orders. I was like, nah, I can't do all this.
Hey, that's rookie numbers. That's rookie numbers, man. Hey, you ain't met pain, bro. You ain't met pain.
What, didn't you have like 32, 33 at once?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
It get crazy, Jarhead. It get crazy.
Remember how I said I have 6 kids?
Oh, holy shit, man.
They ain't cheap.
Nah, the worst I've ever had at any one time is 15.
Wow.
Pre-orders.
Oh, man, Buck, I thought
Pre-orders
you were
a
talking about
kid.
kids. Yeah, I thought you were talking about kids. Like, whoa.
The wrong show for that, man. That's
Professional going on.
Not Trey, but how about you, man? You're like, you said LBS for life. How's that going for you?
Man, the one thing that I really love is that I think they're probably going to come out with maybe 3, 5, maybe 4 or 5 a year. So to me, I can probably constrain myself from doing something too stupid. And like Jarhead said, if it really truthfully speaks to me and I love it, then I can go ahead and pull the trigger. And I think that's why I'm like, other than the fact that I love Jay, I think Jay is like amazing. I think that he like represents the community's love for like
He's
pieces.
a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Agreed.
he works so hard to make it perfect, and I love that. So for me, I can go forward and say, okay, I know coming up next year, there's probably 4, maybe 5. He may do more, but 4 or 5 that I'm gonna have to, deal with. I can work that in the budget, and these are the ones I want. So whatever's coming next, like I know I'm getting that Thanos. Cash knows there's no way I'm not getting that Thanos. Here comes Iron Man, so I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna get the Iron Man
So question for you on that: do you think
Mhm.
Hawk or Iron Man will come out first?
I think it's gonna. This is my prediction. I think it's gonna go Hulk, then I think Iron Man, and then I think then it's gonna be Venom. That's what I think is
Really?
gonna happen.
See, I think
Just
Iron
by
Man's gonna come first.
do
That
you?
Hawk is taking too long, man.
Man, I just feel like that.
Everything's set for the Hulk though.
Yeah, and I feel like
Everything's
Jay's
set.
got to take
They're just
advantage of
they
that
just
hype
started
was
painting
so
the Iron Man.
that hype was so hot, and then it was like a vacuum, and then it was like it just deadened a little bit
They
because it didn't
they
come
they
out.
that hype is dead. It's like they could have taken advantage of that. Like,
Yeah.
They'd hurt
but
everybody.
honestly, I don't. I
That
actually don't
statue's
think
gonna
it
sell out.
matters. It's gonna sell out
Yeah.
no matter what. Exactly. So.
I was 3-packing it until it took so long. And I was like, oh, I'm getting the
Mhm.
3. And then I got time to think. I was like, okay, Tracy, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Sit back because that's gonna take money away from the others, and you don't want the other two anyway. There's one
Mhm.
the original one. I don't really need that one. It's not my dude.
Mhm.
You know, the Rage, I like it. Cash made a good point. You know, it's not the other one characters aren't necessarily in battle form. You know, so
That
that's
might be
why
changing soon. Some of
yeah,
the characters might be changing up.
yeah, don't scare me. Don't make me get the 3-pack. If they did a
Yeah.
2-pack, I'd do the 2-pack in a heartbeat, but not the
So
3.
so you getting the rage?
No, I'm getting the classic with the open hands.
Okay, so not the Kirby, not the.
No,
Okay, got yeah,
Kirby's not
gotcha.
for me. That particular Kirby's not for me just because I don't like the musculature on that particular one with the face.
Yeah.
Just doesn't go the same way with me. The same. That's the
Yeah.
reason I didn't get the gray.
Mhm.
I'd have got the gray, but it's just not the same.
It needs to be a bit more flabby.
Yeah, it really does. And I think you made that point on Cash's show, but you know, and it made a lot of sense. So
Hey Trey. By the way, do you have the sideshow Thanos on Throne?
do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not the
Alright.
exclusive.
Check this out. What do you think of this guy?
King Thanos.
I really like that, and I like that custom that was made of that too. But I love that head right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can't have the head without the gorilla body. It needs to have the gut. So it's like
Do you have that one, Casual?
It's coming December.
The
Is there
head.
any-
The head's coming December, yeah.
Oh,
do they have any more spots available for it?
It was only 25, man.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
I like the ones with the eyes glow. There's another head that
it's
eyes glow.
Donny Cates that wrote this storyline, right? Does anyone know? I think it is.
The Thanos wins. Thanos wins.
Yeah, I think so.
You
It's
might
like
be right.
That's a really good story.
'cause
I'll
I
ask for
think
you though.
he looks like this
Okay.
in like the cosmic Ghost Rider like stuff.
That's who they need to make. I would really like. I seen a custom Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago before I started picking up statues. But I would like to see another one of those made, like an actual one. I like the character.
Deflex
Yeah,
is saying how much
Thanos wins as Donny Cates.
Devastator Prime 1. I think it's gonna be 2,200. 2,300. 2,300.
Devastator Prime.
You know what? Let's say it's gonna be 2,700 all in for the Devastator.
For Hulk?
No,
Devastator
the
from Prime 1.
Devastator.
Oh,
Prime
shit, man.
That's a 1/3 bulky character, and he is massive. And then he comes with the
Smaller
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
That's gonna
How
be
many
a big
boxes?
character.
How many boxes? I guess that's even a harder question. How
Two
many
boxes.
boxes?
The boxes aren't the
Four.
base isn't
It's gonna be
intricate,
4.
right? It's just like a simple base.
Oh, Devastator's on a bigger base, and then I think I'm not.
I don't
can't
remember the
too
base.
clearly. You're right. I can't remember it too clearly, but I feel like he was a bit elevated, and he was hunched over. I think
But it was pretty simple.
He's not as tall as Merciless, I don't think. But
I bet you it'll be
you know.
one big ass box for his body, and then like just another box for the little stuff.
Hey,
somehow I feel like they won't fit the whole body in one box.
speaking of boxes, like with customs, do you have to keep the boxes too? I know
I
it sounds
keep
like a
them.
dumb question, but
It's
know.
the
Yes.
same. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Aren't they just brown shippers though? I don't think they have anything
Mm-hmm.
special on.
No, I
Some of them have art boxes.
All mine-
Some of them
all
don't.
mine-
Oh,
go.
really?
yeah,
Yeah,
like that Flash versus Godspeed. That's got an art box.
yeah.
Yeah, I
The
think
last
my
one
friend-
I got didn't have an art box.
Yeah. My friend had the same Omega Red Wolverine.
Yeah.
Not the shipper. I don't know what the art box was, but he was like, "Look at these boxes. I don't know where to put them." But they looked to me from the FaceTime that they were just brown.
Yeah.
But you have it.
All my custom so far have had art boxes.
Yeah, they'll have the brown box, and then inside is the art
Inside
box.
it, yeah. I think he
Yeah.
was showing me. You don't keep the brown boxes, is what I'm saying. You don't keep what they ship the
I
art
keep
box in.
I keep
Oh, I
them. I
keep,
keep
I
I
keep
keep
them.
both.
I keep all of them.
I'm,
Keep all of them.
gotcha. My wife threw
Yeah.
away my Magneto brown shipper.
Oh, that's not good. If you ever gotta
I
like
didn't even
move
know.
that, it's not
I
that
didn't
good.
even know. I still got the XM boxes, but she was just like, because I left. It was my fault because I left it in the area where it's like, if
Oh
there's a
man.
box there, it's gonna get
Yeah.
destroyed. She didn't.
Okay.
And
She
then
didn't know.
she was like, she got it, and I was like, no, don't throw away that. I was like, I
Yeah.
love you, but I walked up them stairs.
The statue is beautiful, man.
Is anybody thinking about getting this?
Terry's
No.
gonna get it. I
I'm
think.
not familiar with the
Nope.
No,
another one.
it looks cool.
The
And
story's cool.
usually I don't like statues that are just black and gray, but
Yeah.
they did a good job giving you a nice looking gray. It's a cool
Time for
gray.
divorce.
And then like you got like different variations of grays and blacks in there. Yeah. No, that's way too cheap, man. I don't think it's actually, you never know. No, it's not gonna be 1,700. If you what was the Joker on Throne is like 1,600. This Death Satyr is like way bigger than it.
Look how big it is compared to him.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's the
like,
thing.
It's his
there's no
whole
way
upper
this is
torso.
this
I
is not
see
gonna be
all of those
1,700.
metal, and the one that pops out to me is that Red Death. Like that
Mhm.
one is just like,
Because it's the color. It's the pop of
yeah,
color.
it's
Same
the
thing with
color,
the
but
green in the background.
it's also
Oh.
his pose.
You're hurting
Yeah.
me inside, man.
Cash, you gotta go in a little bit.
Yeah, man. I gotta head out, everybody.
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
Cash.
dude. Good chatting with you, Cash.
You were my brother, Anakin!
Look how they massacred my boy.
Sorry, Cash.
Cash rules.
Everything.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
y'all have a good rest of the stream.
Hey, Cash
I'll be
Money.
watching though from the bleachers, man.
Peace,
There you go. Be
All right,
safe.
take care,
money.
man. Have a good
Yeah,
night.
peace
Good
out,
night,
man.
Cash.
Thanks for the invite.
Definitely, man.
Hey, why did that hurt you so bad with that butt? With that red lip?
I don't have Red Death anymore, man.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Which one? Oh, the red. Oh, got
Yeah.
you, got you.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
It was
I
funny
think
because
I'm gonna, if I
You-
move back to
you'll
Washington,
get it
I'm gonna
again.
buy it. I'll buy it again because that's the only Dark Knight that I wanted out of all of them.
I seen.
I like the gun-
It's
the one
still in
with the gun.
stock in Prime One. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know, regardless of what it is, like once I move back, you know, right now I'm in a different location. Once I
Mhm.
move back, I'm probably I'm gonna get him back and Guts because I sold my Guts as well.
they got a new Guts, right? Are you gonna just get the new
know
one, or
what?
just the
I
one
might-
that?
That's probably what I'll do. Instead of paying a premium for like the other one, I'll just get the new one. Pretty much the
Yeah.
same statue, honestly.
Mhm.
That's
Oh, they did a
cool
life
art.
size art.
Look at Casual trying to hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, man. It's so good. I like this one. Art did a good job of like putting it up together too. It looks legit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I used this
thought you
video
gonna
when
let
I
that
was
one
setting
go.
mine up.
I
Yeah.
never thought you'd let that go, but
Yeah, man.
I hope you
I
get it back.
thought I was gonna have to sell everything,
Okay.
but what's it called? I actually didn't need to sell anything at all. But by the time I found that out, it was too late.
It's too late. Look at him. He's just
Sorry, though.
taunting you with the perfectly panning shots, the depth of field.
That's all art right there.
Yeah, it's better to be safe than sorry, though, Buck. That's good,
Yeah.
man.
And if y'all could tell, my favorite color is red. So it's like, if I get that shit in there.
Oh
my
shit,
goodness.
man! This statue
Have you-
is so beautiful. The way the lights like bounced off it, man.
Have you guys seen that Future State Batman they have coming out?
Yeah, that one's quarter scale.
What do you
right?
think? That's why I want to get it.
I don't know.
It's different, man. That's why I like it.
It looks like a good statue, but it doesn't feel like Batman to me.
Love it. I've read the story too, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I like that dude's work, Dan Mora, but most of the stuff I read that he's drawn is like indie stuff with Image and Boom Studios.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Trying to pick if you're gonna get
I
one
love this.
Batman.
I love it.
Mhm.
It's a badass Batman statue.
Yeah,
It's
Quarter
like,
scale or what is that?
Yeah, it's quarter scale.
quarter scale.
I'm missing
oh
that.
really?
Would you
It's
do
got
jacket or
it's
no
got so many
jacket?
jacket. I love that jacket. It's got so many switch outs too.
Yeah.
That front
How
leg
much?
looking
How much
kind
is
of
this
long
one
though.
though? Probably like 12, 1300.
Yeah, around that price. I don't know, man.
You guys don't think
Maybe.
that front leg is kind of long?
Nice, all right.
That's
No,
fine.
it looks good.
Okay.
And I like the
look at
fact that
that.
he's fighting somebody too. You don't
Yeah, I
normally
like the
see a lot of
reflection.
statues with him fighting.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is an amazing artist. Dan
It's really a
Moore.
diorama.
That looks cool. I love the
Mm-hmm.
those flying drones. Look tight.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a personal taste when it comes to your personal collection, diorama versus like museum versus like just a nice action dynamic pose?
I've been
No.
gravitating towards dioramas lately, like
Mhm.
because you get two characters, for the price of one sometimes. So it's
Mhm.
like I prefer that.
Oh, Jarhead, you got to show me where you're getting for the price of one price.
That'll make that Wolverine versus
Okay.
Omega Red.
Okay. That one.
That was a quarter scale. Look
But
at my
they-
other one, the Godspeed versus Flash.
That's
That's two characters.
That's pre-COVID prices, man.
And those are custom statues too.
Yeah. I
Those
mean,
are
I'm in
custom
the
statues,
group
too.
for the Wolverine Omega. That's pre-COVID prices, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I still got it for
Yeah,
a
no,
good
you're right.
price.
You're right.
So
You're right.
that was the statement that you made. So and that was my rebuttal. That was my rebuttal. I think I won that argument, right?
You did. I did
Okay.
that. Yes.
Okay.
But that's crazy, man. Oh shit.
I told you.
Like-
I mean, and now that you're living here, you can see its greatness in person. Just come up anytime.
I gotta plan that trip actually.
You guys all going to New York Comic Con?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm going.
I didn't buy tickets. I don't know.
No, I'm not.
I'm getting some steak. So
You get a free steak. See?
Collecting some steak. That's what.
Hey,
that's what he meant.
that wasn't free. I had to drive quite a bit to get that steak. So
What?
it wasn't.
There will be no currency exchange for the consumption of that steak.
Just, like record me.
Well
you can listen to it.
deserved. Well deserved, I might add.
This statue, man,
Yeah, it's a
Which one is
letdown.
this?
looks so
The
gross.
Weta? Or is the Weta? Or yes, Weta.
Yeah, this
Weta's
Weta.
Superman.
Why is he like a crackhead?
That Agent Smith. It looks like Agent Smith after
the paint,
Neo
it's the
punched
paint,
him
the
100
paint.
times in the face.
It looks like he's on crack.
The
Got
hard
pink eye.
stuff.
When you see pictures of this, it looks horrible. When you watch videos, you're like, the video's gonna change it up. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The
Honestly,
compression makes
it
it
looks worse in photos than it does now. But I think it's also because like we're not seeing all of that. Because the way the skin is painted too actually makes it look kind of gross as well.
Yeah. What do you think, Trey?
I think that if you PO'd it, they can keep that NRD. Take that NRD.
Because you're not going to be able to sell this on the
Nah,
internet.
you just
you
let them
see
have
that.
the NRD and run.
You're going through your excuses Rolodex of how do you get your down
Cocaine,
payment
bro.
back.
Yeah.
Which one did it?
And if it don't work, then just take my money. I don't want it.
Don't- oh
Shit.
man.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, you could just display it without the head and be like, it's something new.
Yeah.
Like, doing something different with my collection.
Or you could do Buck's answer and just have somebody paint it. You know what I'm saying? He knows the guy.
The sculpt is in
It's gonna have to be a
Right.
master
Yeah.
painter.
Yeah.
I wonder why
Pretty
that cape's not pegging in all the way.
You're supposed to screw it in. Maybe he didn't like screw it in far enough. Or he was afraid to, whoever it is. Like, it's not saying he, but it looks like it might be a woman anyways.
Might be the lighting, but the lower half of those textures look different than his belly area.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
like the concept. of the statue.
Oh yeah,
You
me
know,
too.
it's a great concept of how his he's floating there and the pose he's making, but everything else, man, it's just not
Oh,
there.
man. Yeah. I don't. You know the weird thing about this statue? It always looked awful, even when it wasn't here. And I'm surprised that people are
Kryptonite
acting
is up.
like it didn't look bad before.
Look at his neck.
Mm.
Look at his look. Rewind that a little bit.
This is my first time seeing this
Zoom
statue, so
in.
like,
Rewind that a
I'm
little
just
bit.
like this.
Oh
Look at
man.
his neck and how like stretched out. Like it looks like he's like I don't know. He looks like a turtle. Like he's like poking his head out. It don't fit his body.
Zack Snyder.
Like he's poking out.
Yeah, like
You can't blame Zach for this too, Buck. Yeah,
look at it.
This
I
one
think
of what was your
obvious.
biggest mistake? What was your
Look.
biggest like? What did you
Yeah,
throw your
okay.
money away at? You know, this will be that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Weta has done any good statues from this movie yet.
Yeah,
The Dark
I'm
Side, I
not.
don't like it. I don't like this one, and I don't like the Joker. Although the Joker's probably the best one so far.
Which one's the dark side? That the Weta one. Which one is that? The
It's
one
the
he's
one
sitting.
on the throne.
He's sitting so far forward.
Yeah.
He's sitting on a potty. It's like literally just like a
Yeah.
slab that
Like a
comes up to
U-shape.
probably his tailbone.
Yeah.
But I did like the illusion of the floating rock, like he was sort of creating that.
Mhm.
But
The
then I didn't
concept
like,
of it looks great. It's just
Yeah.
the everything else horrible.
yeah, I didn't like the cape sort of like being the anchor point. I think it was inside the stone. Nah.
I want to see what you guys think about this one. This is from Weta. Oh,
Do you guys own any pieces from Weta?
No, but I plan to.
Okay.
I think I owned something before I was into collecting and don't even know where it is because we did something with them at a previous company I worked, and then they gave us some props. And I knew Weta from Lord of the Rings. I think it's like some orc or hobbit related thing. I think it was actually, it was one of the orcs. But I never purchased one and displayed it like in a collection or anything.
Okay.
That's a big statue.
This piece
That
is
looks
crazy.
dope.
Yeah, because like there's like a video they show of this is done traditionally. Like the original sculpt was done by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with oil clay and stuff. It's pretty sick. Yeah. But
I think this is where they do really well with like fantasy, sort of like
Lord of the Rings.
the Lord of the Rings miniatures
Yeah.
and all of that stuff comes out really nice.
Yeah, that's their forte. But what's the name of the
that thing looks tight.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love the Smaugs they do. The bust is a Smaug bust that I want and a Fell Beast bust. But it's so
Well, they
you
put
can't even
felt on the bottom of that too.
I can't even find them for sale on eBay. It's like no one's
Sweet.
selling them.
Look at that. That looks so cool.
That looks so dope, dude. You got the bling on the finger. The cape looks well draped, and I bet you it's sculpted. Yeah. What's up, Fatal?
So man.
What's up, man?
Been watching your channel, partner. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed to Fatal yesterday, so I spent today watching a bunch of his stuff.
So you corrected that situation.
Corrected it real quick. I was like, hold on. Not on Fatal stuff. No wonder I didn't see nothing come up.
You guys want to look up one more, or you guys what do you guys want to look up real quick?
There's a statue I like from Weta is what's the name of that thing? It's the Golem Masters Collection. I know some people aren't too fond of it, but I think it's a pretty fantastic statue. I missed my chance to get it for a crazy discount like a while back, but I'll get it eventually.
Let's see. Let me know which one you're talking about.
That one that looks creepy, but don't watch that video. I've watched that video before.
What is this? Golem installation by Weta. That's weird.
Add Masters Collection to your search. The very first video from Weta, or you could. Mr. X also has a video.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that water, man.
Yeah.
The fish in there too.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
The ring.
Look at the rocks, man. Like it looks like proper slate, and it's not overdone. It has the right amount of texture at the right scale. You got the mushrooms growing out.
I love that.
It's-
How did they go from this to that Superman?
Because-
How is that possible?
This is like the more premium line. But also, yeah, just Superman they just fucked up. You know,
Dude, this
Look
is.
at that water.
yeah.
That water. Look at those eyes.
Oh
man.
man, look at the around the nose. He got the snot.
You got the wet spot.
Oh my goodness.
And
Those
the crazy
eyes.
thing is, the production pieces look like this.
How much was this? But
Right now, I think it's on spec for like 1,800, but I'm gonna wait for a sale because no one likes it.
This would be like if you do like sort of like a Lord of the Rings themed home theater where you have like dope Weta pieces like this in it.
Hmm.
Should be dope.
Or maybe I'll wait for Mr. X to sell his. He's been selling pieces, so maybe eventually we'll get around to it and I'll be able to snag it.
Yeah. He's like, remember, if you're in my group, you get first dibs at it.
oh yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
But I'm not in the group. Makes me
No.
like there's some pieces he has that I want, but I'm like, well, should I just join? Should I really join his thing just because I want to buy some statue from him?
Dude, one of his videos came up like probably like 4 or 5 minutes, and it came up in my feed, and there's one of the sales, and I'm like, oh, I might be interested in that. It is sold. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this one out is
all the stuff you would want is already
like,
sold.
Yeah.
For them, not always, but I'm lucky that sometimes like my taste really differs from like I would say a lot of people in the community.
The
So
mainstream.
thankfully, the stuff like people really hype up. There's times when like I kind of just hate those statues, but that's not always the case. But
Hey, Jarhead, your turn. What do you want? What do you want to look at?
Well, I mean, I asked to get that Batman from earlier, but Batman related.
Anything you want. Anything you want. Batman would be cool, but anything.
There's
no
there's
hot
another
seat.
one there's that Batman versus
Joker.
no, it's the Prime one that no, it's Batman versus Batman Who Laughs. Prime one's doing it. They had a brief little snippet of it that I'm really interested in getting that statue. And I'm not a Batman fan, super fan or nothing. I like because it's different. He's like fighting, like I like the dynamic fighting stuff. So
that one I was a bit like iffy on it because of the composition, the way they're posed. But
it's
obviously,
off a cover. It's off a cover.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm like in between. I like a statue that's dynamic, but it doesn't have to be like a diorama. But I think I
This looks
prefer
great.
it to.
Is this quarter or third?
It's quarter.
Oh, it's not bad.
That's all you mess with, right? Is quarter Jarhead?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not. There'd be like one or two like characters that I would get if they were 1/3, and that's
Mhm.
it. Wolverine's like my favorite character, so I'd get a
Mhm.
1/3 Wolverine. I'm waiting to see what the LBS looks like when it comes out.
So you're doing LBS versus PCS? Is that what you're doing?
There's something about PCS that I don't really care for, man. Honestly, that line is like copying the video games basically, and I don't really care for that. So,
See that Dragon Ball statue?
How about you, Trey? What do you want to look up really quick?
Man, I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts are on. So I'll get 1/4, but it's got to like jump at me hard.
Damn.
Yeah,
hard.
now, you know what I mean. But what did you guys think about the XM, that Batman that's gonna go with that Superman? Did you like how it's gonna
I didn't
go in
like it.
conjunction?
I didn't like it at all.
Are you talking about the death metal one?
No, the new one that just came out.
The one that matches the Superman with
Oh,
the
The
victory
one they're
pose.
the one they're touching hands.
Jump
Yeah,
ball.
that was one. That was like, because just now got my first couple of XMs, so I'm like really enjoying them. But a lot of the newer stuff, I'm like, I still like Sideshows better. But with this Batman, it was just you'll see it. You'll show it up. It was just like I've seen so many Batmans that when I see a Batman, it needs to just it needs to just be crazy because there's so many choices, right? So this one is like I like the grappling hook.
Mhm.
Buck, what do you think about the paint on it? You always have some insight.
The paint isn't off right now because it's literally just a black and gray statue, and they got the purple like undertones and on the bottom side of the cape, which is kind of cool.
I like that too.
The thing that's not really working for me with this statue is I don't like the base. It's like a mess of wires and just like throwing. It's like a bunch of detail that doesn't feel cohesive. Um, and then I don't like the pose. Uh, I like the way they've gone in and tried to do the cape. I think I like it when you see a sculpted cape that has a nice amount of detail in it. So this cape even has like the lining on the inside versus the outer texture. And so I like the way that's done. And then the actual sculpting of the cape, the posing is pretty good on the Batman. But outside of that, the rest of it just doesn't speak to me. On this Superman, the real breaking point for me is I don't like his face. Yeah.
I do
That's the
like
most important
honestly.
part of the statue.
I
I do
like
like
that
how they
cape.
pair up. Yeah, the cape's nice on this one. Yeah, that porch is not there though. Sorry. I saw that as the last thing, and I was like, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you never know. I don't. You might pair them together, and it might just pop. But just saying them like that is
That looks tight.
man.
That
They got-
Batman who laughs is an abomination.
God.
Yeah, Batman on boat next. They got to do that. Batman on spaceship.
The Batwing, they could do that.
they,
And flying around.
they literally can't do Batman on an airship with his Batwing. You put Batman on anything. Happy Batman Day. Is it a day or a week?
It's a day.
They,
I don't even know. I feel like it's been going on forever.
they got the Batman Playhouse.
Mhm.
Oh
That
man.
that does look like a
Oh,
place that
This
dude.
is for life now,
This is
man.
pretty sick.
That is the ultimate big kid toy right there.
I can see my kids playing little Batman figures in it, and
Mm.
If I was a big Batman fan, I would definitely buy that Batcave. It's not even a question.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think Batman is a bullshit character. It's a bullshit artist.
Yeah.
It's like Batman always has the chance to prepare. No, it's not even prepare. Batman's like he'll meet a villain, he'll lose, and then he goes to like get ready and do the thing that will beat them. He always loses the first time. It's some bullshit, man. For some reason, he just like always escapes the first time, and then he comes back and does some bullshit. He has no right to win a lot of fights.
Jeez.
The Batman versus Superman thing makes no sense. Let me tell you something. You
he had
got
armor,
you got a
Buck.
character.
He had armor.
Fuck the armor.
He had
man.
armor.
No. Stop for a second. Superman can move faster than sound. In fact, let's say he can move as fast as sound. Like Batman can't see him. He's dead. He's dead. That's it. That's the end of the fight. That's the end of the fight. You can't see him. You think like Batman should be able to shoot something at Superman and it will if Batman shoots like a arrow, Green Arrow shot in the whole fucking story, the arrow. He shoots the arrow with the kryptonite gas, catches it or whatever. Like Superman should be seeing the gas coming out of the arrow in slow motion. That's how he should be experiencing the time. And he should be
Buck's
like,
not
"Oh, what's
wrong.
that? That looks weird. I'm gonna move to the side." But no,
Yeah.
no, for some bullshit reason, they just write Batman to win situations that he shouldn't win all the time. Batman should never defeat a Bane. He should. Oh man, nah. This is a bullshit character, man. He just. But it's it's
I
what it is.
gave up on that because that's how I was like pretty much my whole life with like just Batman, and I learned to respect him for when he's in his element and environment. But when the crosses happen, and everybody got to do the
I
job for him, they be like, "All right,
oh
you know what you got to do, Superman.
no.
You got a
Steve,
job to Batman."
Steve, bring back that comment. I hate seeing comments like that. Like bad man, he says, makes no sense. You realize, no, that's bullshit. If it's make believe, then Batman should just be able to fly,
How
like
about
whenever
this
it
one?
feels like, and use the power.
Look at this! Look at this Goku comment now.
Similar to Goku. Gets beat up,
No,
comes back
no,
stronger.
That's what happens with
That's
Goku.
bullshit. It
That's
doesn't
what
mean
happens with
that's
Goku
not-
every
That's
time.
not what
He gets
happens.
beat.
No, that's not what happens.
With Frieza, when he met Frieza for the first time, did he not get his butt beat?
They unite. They touch fingers, son.
You know what we're gonna do right
For
now?
one, how dare you?
I'm going to facetiously agree with you and say yes, Dragon Ball is shit. And now let's go back to the discussion about Batman. And so like like okay, so like Batman doesn't make any sense because like come on, man. How would you say like oh it's make believe, so like you can just do whatever you want. And if by that argument there's no rules that govern the world that they live in. Like it doesn't make sense. The story should is bound by the rules that have been set on the playing field. If you say it's a world of magic, okay, yes, how does the magic in that world work? You know, it's not like at some random moment someone just pulls some new ability out of their ass. That doesn't happen. And if that was to happen in a story you're reading, if Batman was just to fly in some random encounter against Mr. Freeze out of nowhere and he's like flying around, he has flight. You're not just gonna say, "Oh, that makes sense," because it's just make believe. I love this story. This is fucking stupid, man. It's not just because it's make believe. Some things have to make sense within the context of the story.
No, yeah, they build the rules for these characters for a reason, so like they could play by them, right? So the moment they start fudging with those rules, then even the believability of the fantasy break. So you gotta like, if Batman is able to do this, and that's set up, the moment you change that, then
exactly
you gotta have the rules.
So you set the playing field, and we operate within that playing field. And so like that's why I hate it when people say, "Oh, it's just make believe." Why do you even care? You shouldn't even. Is like it's like when I'm having the discussions about Doctor Strange or Brenton's like, "Oh well, it's magic."
Slim Boss says, "I look at Batman as a doctor. He always has the prescription."
Yeah, facts. In the end, I'm not.
Oh, look at this one. Buck must have found what a soup smell.
Oh man,
that's messed up.
I don't hate Batman as a character, but some of it.
I see what you're saying though, Buck. I see what you're saying. They set a set of rules in this make believe world that they should go by. Also,
yes,
I see what you're saying. It's like saying somebody's they have a weakness to something, and then the next story he doesn't have the weakness anymore.
Yeah,
you set that as the rules of the story. But I do see what you're saying. But the rules don't apply to Batman. He's Batman.
Which is why his stories don't make sense. And if we're just gonna go, okay, they don't make sense, but we like him anyway. I respect that more than trying to deflect and be like, "Oh, Dragon Ball shit," or telling me trying to say that it makes sense even though they don't. Right? I respect someone who goes.
You do have to admit though, with the Dragon Ball stuff, like Vegeta should have surpassed Goku a long time ago.
Nah, he shouldn't
He
have.
should have surpassed him a long time.
Should he?
He's more serious about his training for one.
Yeah, I have an
Training?
idea.
Yeah.
Goku is like dead. He's not even with his family, and all he's doing is training. You're talking about Vegeta being more serious?
And we're talking about a dead guy training.
Yeah. No. It's like I'm telling you, he's more obsessive about his training. Actually, I'd say both of them are equally as obsessive of getting stronger.
But Vegeta started off before him training, like seriously.
Is that how?
So-
Is that how it? Like, I mean, it's not about who starts first. Some people are just genetically blessed.
I'm a Vegeta guy. So
I can tell a lot of people are Vegeta guys. I'm not the kind of person. That's another thing, right? I've noticed a lot of people gravitate towards certain kind of characters that are like maybe more like evil or snarky or like a lot of people like Venom as a
he's
character.
an anti-hero.
Yeah, some's that kind of person. A lot of people like Venom. A lot of people like Hulk as their guy. Wolverine. I don't like, what's the word? I don't identify with those guys per se. I kind of like Boy Scouts, to be honest, and like the more innocent people and people like with a very clear moral compass, and so like I don't know, I'm not with
not everything's black and white. There's a lot of gray in the world.
But how much I used to like.
There's a lot of gray in the world.
I know, but I like to see people that they'll get a step. Like look at Cap in all the Avengers movies, man. Come on, that's an admirable human being.
Well, Cap was my favorite in the Avengers too, but I recognize that there's a gray area too.
He didn't give a shit about gray area. He just stuck to his like ideals, and he's like, this is what is right. I know I'm gonna do it like this, and he's like, fuck everything.
But in that story, I see him as going in the gray though. On that story, when he fought everybody else, because he wasn't going by the rules and the laws that were set. He was just trying to save his friend.
From the beginning, he was just following his moral compass. That's like how he's always been, right? And so it's not a matter of someone who's like following like he wasn't a person that was following the rules. He was following what he thought was right.
Yeah,
And
so like when it goes against his moral compass, no matter what the situation is, it could change. For example, shield the government, right? You usually know do what the government says, they're right, but it went against his moral compass. So that's why he was like, "Now there's some weapons happening here. I gotta look into it. So I don't trust it." But if he was just the Boy Scout, he would have just did what the government said and just worked with shield.
Like when the argument is for the greater good, but like Cap doesn't believe in that. At least not in those movies. He's
Was
not
Thanos doing it for the greater good? He was trying to save trillions. He was trying to save trillions.
He was trying to
save, Thanos made kind of a good point though.
He gassed himself up legitly.
He made kind of a good point. I mean, I can kind of see where he was coming from.
Oh no, I could hate on She-Hulk all day.
Sam, like, who you want to look up really quick?
I would like to get your take on that, Jason Fabok, since it's Batman Day, Detective 1000. With the little house, the thick smoke.
You heard that?
Oh man, we'll see. That's one where like that house doesn't bother me the way it bothers people.
It doesn't mean either, but that's what I hear a lot, and I'm just like, he's so big, and that thing is. I like the fact that it's all Cape, then all him, and then it's just the illusion of it at the bottom.
Well, it's the very top of the house, right? So it's not not like it's not like necessarily a small house. It's the very top.
Yeah.
What do you think about what Six said about his front leg? Being more curved.
Honestly,
that's how it looked on that. That's how it looked on that cover.
I don't know. Like that's when you're doing
I love that chest.
It might be that it's too exaggerated, but generally, if you try to make things too straight, they don't look right. Your femur and your tibula and your fibula, they're not straight bones. They're like curved. They have curves in them, and when you're doing like a piece, when you're doing art, you want to make things look more dynamic. If you look at Todd McFarlane drawing a Spider-Man, like he's like really
Oh,
scrunching the body up and like
yeah.
and I'm not a big fan of Todd, but I can see
Hmm.
what he's doing, and like you can see
Yeah.
he's exaggerating the form and
Hmm.
breaking it to an extent to like really emphasize the pose, and it sells you on the pose. So like you can see when his leg is like that, it looks like he's really pushing off of that leg off from to
Hmm.
the side, right? I don't know.
Mm.
Versus like if his leg was just straight and like just planted solidly, it wouldn't be as interesting as having that
Hmm.
dynamic curve in his. You can see his thigh; it's like curving like that, and then you have an opposing curve in the other way.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I like it like that, but at the same time, I can see someone making the argument for saying they took it too far.
Hmm.
I
It's
think with this
tall.
statue though, you have to
Get them
display it up
high.
high.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though too.
Right there.
When you put it on top of something, that cape is so tall. Are
Mhm.
you really gonna have the room between the top of something, a shelf,
Yeah.
and the
Um,
ceiling? You know,
I'd say like
you're gonna need to have a lot of space. You know,
Hmm.
I'd say maybe like waist level is
Hmm.
high enough. I wouldn't put it higher than that.
but I don't think if you have it waist level, you're gonna get that effect.
No, I
Like,
mean like the base will start at waist level.
Yeah. So probably like 4 or 5 feet off the ground might
No,
work.
5 feet is maybe too much. Four
Five
feet,
feet. So
four
four
feet.
feet would be sort of where the Thor is. So maybe halfway down.
Yeah, even lower than that. Yeah,
Yeah. So
like
maybe halfway, like
yeah, cut
um
across the middle of
Iron
uh
Man's chest.
Iron Man. Yeah.
how
Yeah.
tall is this statue? Like 30 something, 32.
100 and something
No,
centimeters. What is
probably like
that?
40 something.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is 40
Did you
something.
guys read
Hey
this?
Siri, what is
Skill says
101 centimeters to
I
inches?
just paid $660 for X-Men Apocalypse just for shipping. That's
What?
Dang.
Just paid 664 X now.
wow.
Damn, that's
I
disgusting.
thought he just said he paid 660 for
Yeah,
Apocalypse
that's what I was
itself.
like.
I was like, yo, where'd you go? Hook me up with that dude.
Alton says
41
41
inches.
inches.
Oh, way
41.
bigger. 41 inches.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
So,
tall.
Wow.
I don't know if I would. So even in that video, I put it
mhm,
lower than it was relative to the guy.
How
mhm.
big's that soups that you have, casual? You know?
42 inches.
So
So it's about
yeah.
the same in height.
And congrats on that soups casual.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it's a beast. I'm just gonna leave it here for a couple weeks, you know.
You should. You
Where are you
should.
gonna
Yeah.
put it after you
Uh,
keep it there for a couple
So
of
I do
weeks?
So
that.
by the window, or I was
Hmm.
actually thinking putting it like right next to my computer, so he's like always like judging me like, while
Yeah.
I'm working. Like, this is my workstation.
Always judging you.
Yeah, or then they're like turning them around whenever like I'm tired of looking at them. So
Oh,
I love this freaking like little turntable. A turntable works like a charm. But yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna measure him real quick. Actually, I think he's 42 inches, but that's the last I read.
You
But
said
yeah.
that was your
yeah.
personal grail too, right? One of your
Yeah,
personal
yeah,
grails.
yeah. I looked up like the old episodes. I think third episode I mentioned to my brother, like, man, this is the one I want, This is but I'm never gonna get it. I'm just like it's like my Lamborghini or my, whatever. But
Yeah.
it's cool.
My personal grill is a 1/4. I say it all the time. Is that magic? Gotta find
Oh
it.
shoot.
Mm.
Gotta find it. Um,
You know, they got a couple customs coming out that are pretty good.
yeah. I want.
There's one that's coming out that I really like, but it's a little it's oversized a little bit. That's the only thing.
Gotcha. I like how narrow the XM one is. So I could it'll fit perfectly where I'm thinking, like to the left of Magneto. Then the only thing I'll need is a Frost in black. If you see a custom with an Emma Frost in black,
I have, but it's a studio I don't like, so
yeah, don't
I'll show.
recommend.
I know which one you're talking about.
I trust
Yeah.
you enough already just from how you critique stuff to know that that might be something.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
you know who I love too in the X-Men line? Forge.
Forge.
Oh
would be
yeah,
awesome.
I don't think the only Forge statue I've seen is Iron Studios 110th.
Yeah, I've never seen even customs.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Man,
I
you know
think
who I
like-
would like to
yeah,
see?
it would be a hard sell. Bishop is already hard enough to sell. Like,
Is it
well,
though? I've
I don't
talked to a lot
know.
of people that wish
They just don't try.
that would want a bishop. I've talked to so many people that would want one.
Almost every
maybe I'm
friend
wrong.
that I have that interested in X-Men wants a bishop like
Yeah.
that. Even though it's a small bubble, it's not like the whole world.
Mhm.
But dude, I'll be like one of the first
Yeah.
people to get.
I guess for
a
customs,
bishop.
that's enough to justify a custom statue,
Mhm.
but probably not enough for a license.
Yeah, because
Uh,
customs
so
they
it's
usually
super
need about 27 to 30
Mhm.
to get what they need done. But it's got to be good. It's got to be good.
yeah.
Spend $1,000 on it. It's got to be good.
So how does that come
Especially-
down? Like I've never bought a custom. Like let's say they like keep you updated, right? They send you the renders. They send you like what it's supposed to look like.
Depends on the group.
But
Yeah,
like let's say
they'll-
they get to the
they'll-
final phase and they go like, hey, like I want more detail on the like I want more texture on the cape. I want texture on the suit.
Oh,
Are you allowed
there's
to
a-
do that? Or
There's a lot of
it's-
commissioners that will take offense if you start giving them.
Oh,
Oh
plugins.
really? Oh
Yeah.
no.
But then
That
there's some
defeats
that
the
are-
purpose.
There's some that are good, but
Some
then
are
there's
good.
also the fact that once the sculpt is done, it's kind of done. You're not gonna be making any requests
But
unless
but
it's
you
like
do
something.
you do see the whole process though, from the beginning to the end. So
Yeah.
you see when they come up with the idea and then they print up the piece. And sometimes you can say hey you need to fix this. I have been in groups that if you say something they take it into account. They
Yeah.
they're trying to sell something at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you get them early enough, maybe they will
Yeah.
make a change. But
If they
like Buck
haven't
says,
sent it
at
to the
the end,
printer,
at the end, you're probably not gonna. They're not probably not
Yeah.
gonna make any.
if they've already sent it to the printer, chances of getting an update unlikely. But if they're still in the PO phase or like interest gathering phase, and they've shown something and enough people complain about a thing, they can try and make changes.
So Buck and Jarhead, you guys have experience getting customs, like being there from the very first time the group lets you win.
Hmm.
Do you guys, for sanity, just forget about it and wait 2 years until it pops, or do you guys just wait and be like every week trying to get an update? Because for me, I probably just want to forget about it and I'm like, I'm done, I paid for it, and I would just wait.
Some groups are better about updating you than others.
Yeah.
Do you want to
just
be?
just like statue groups. I mean, just like regular like XM or
Like
Prime
license?
One.
Yeah.
There's certain groups that will update you like. To me, sometimes that gets annoying, but then I like to be updated too. So it just depends. It can be overdone. Like
Yeah.
I've done this now, and then now we're doing
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah, like that group that I was talking about with the Emma Frost, they're just very good about updates. The problem is the end result will be dog shit. So so that's why. So if you like want good communication but a shit statue, you go there.
How about you, Trey? You go into customs at all yet?
I got 4, and I did them all in kind of a 3-month window, and I was conversing with Cash the whole time. He was like, "Hey man, hold off, don't do too many." I think I got them from 4 different ones. I'm like, okay, all right. Then I was like, I was hoping since like Crippler said it's maybe like a couple years from now, so like hopefully the shipping won't be crazy 2 years from now, or I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Or
if
it'd
I'm
be
doing
worse.
this, yeah.
because we're in a different situation and the world is crazy.
Yeah.
Make
It won't be
holding
too
your
bad.
stuff hostage.
so far my shipping hasn't been that bad. I've seen a lot of people freaking out about the shipping from custom statue groups, and that's because they Buck said one time it's because they overnight they air it. They send it on a plane.
They pretend like there's no cheaper option, and they just
The
like,
boat
"Oh, look how
just takes
gotcha.
forever.
the
The boat just takes
longer,
like a month, to get in versus like a week or two.
Well, I saw that
Yeah.
Silver Surfer that can't believe I can't remember his name, but the one
Astro?
the black Silver Surfer where it's got the arm, but I saw it was only
Mm-hmm.
260 shipping, and I was like, man, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
and that statue-
that's like standard
that-
price for
and that-
shipping for custom.
That statue
slow
was
shipping.
cheap too. For
Yeah,
as far as that.
800.
Yeah, it wasn't
$800,
expensive. It was
wow.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. especially
Far
when you're getting
expensive,
these
though.
from like overseas. It's gonna cost. It's when you go to different places and you're wondering why is it this much here and then this much there? Because you play that game with the different distributors. It's like, some have a good reason for it, and some is just like that's how it is.
Yeah.
But like it gets to the mindset where I was like, man, $80 for shipping on a sideshow. I used to be like, I ain't spending $80 on that. And then now it's just sort of like 160, and I'm like, I ain't never like that. And then I'm paying 160, and then when I see like 260, I'm like, that ain't bad. Okay. Just do it.
Yeah, man. 260 for customs is not
I haven't
crazy.
done customs yet. This is just all like XM
Yeah,
stuff.
I
My first custom I did was with the group that Buck's talking about. I got that Thanos with story base, and so
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping Buck that on this one particular situation is not bad. But then I also looked, I was like, dang, that LBS, that look just like it. I'm like, dang it, but I got to get my LBS. So I don't care. So
And LBS will be bigger and probably close to the same price, and it'll be
Yeah.
better painted, better box,
Mm.
better quality, and you'll be able to sell it if you don't like it.
yeah,
But that's just me, though. I'm just telling you, customs is shit most of the time. Not all of the time. Most, because sometimes you get some really good customers, man.
There we go.
But like most of the time, you're rolling the dice, man. You're
He's
rolling
like,
the
okay,
dice.
let me see. Jarhead's button pressed. Matt's button pressed.
Yeah.
At me.
Like I'm in the same group that Jarhead is in for that like diorama, and like the commissioners there, they're good people. They like update you, and like they're not
Yeah.
divas.
Yeah, that's a
know?
good group. That group is
Yeah.
really, really good.
It's
Getting to
crazy.
ship
The
it.
recent shipment I got was like the Magneto I got was like around, it was like 160 shipping or something like that. So it was not bad.
Mhm.
And
Is that
but then
LBS?
The LBS
No, no,
Magneto?
no, no, no. Is
no,
that,
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
LBS.
no, no, no. Just the
Oh,
white
White
Magneto
Magneto.
from
sorry.
White
XM
Magneto.
quarter
Yep.
scale. Yeah. And then when I got the second one, Cyclops, which seems like it's a smaller box and everything, it was it was more expensive than that one, and it was sort of like you just never know. And then I'm like, you
Cyclops
put
was
it in.
one box.
Cyclops is one box, and it's
Did
a
you get it
smaller box than.
from a U.S. distributor?
I got it from a distributor that has a U.S. warehouse.
260 sounding kind of sketchy. If you
No,
got it for around
no,
200,
no. Those two wasn't 260. 160
160 for Cyclops.
for Magneto, which is a
No, no,
bigger
no.
box. So these are the. I don't know if you can see the.
Hold on, one sec. I'll get you.
Let me see.
So that's the XM Cyclops.
I could just grab them.
I got both. And then the Magneto box is huge.
Cyclops box was just about like this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
arm's length.
but it was more to shit.
Yeah, if you got that from a U.S. I think they're skimming off the top.
Man, can you imagine your girl throwing away
It
your brown
was
box?
more expensive than this box.
Man.
Yeah, it barely fits on the camera.
So it's just not reliable because you be thinking you're getting something. You be thinking like, oh, this one's a smaller box, but then it costs more to ship. Then I'm like, that Magneto box is way bigger, way heavier.
That sounds bogus,
I'm
like
saying-
because that's not how shipping quotes work. If it's bigger
Yeah.
and heavier, it's gonna be more expensive. If it's smaller
Yeah.
and lighter, it's gonna be cheaper. So I don't know. That sounds sketchy to me.
Yeah. And then
similar
I think the Magneto was on a faster. You know how you could do ground or whatever or normal?
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me pay 50 more, right? And then it was slower. It got the other one. So it's just like, you never really know. Shipping is a crazy, finicky beast.
It is a nasty part
I
of
see our
the
boy
holiday.
Walton in the chat talking about where he gets his LBSs and where he shouldn't get them. So
Cosmic Chase. Yeah. Cosmic
Walton,
Chase
you got
is
me
a place.
scared, Walton. You got me scared, Walton.
I did get my first piece from Cosmic Chase. That should be coming Monday, if it comes Monday, because for some reason my Apple Pay has my zip code 1 digit off. So from 4, it's 5 instead of 4. And so then it was like I paid normal debit card with for the statue, but then you got to pay the shipping separate with Cosmic Chase. And so then it was just sort of like, but you have to wait for the invoice. So you wait for the invoice, and then you get the invoice, and I'm like, oh, let me just pay it. I was like, oh man, I paid with Apple Pay, and I know I got to fix my address on it. I just didn't take the time to do it yet. So DHL just hit me up like Friday and was like, hey, your addresses don't match. You got to fix this. But when you try to call them, it's the worst. DHL just like, I'm like, he was like, you got to change your address. I was like, no, you got the right one. The one on the package is wrong. If I change it, then it's going to be the wrong address.
What you got coming in?
I got cable and Hope. XM. Yep.
Well, shoot, Crippler, with all the statues you got there, looks like DHL just has a regular route to your house, man. They should already hit your address.
I'm like, dude, this is like compared to y'all. Like I'm look at casual. You just go wall to wall, see stuff like these are the only 3 premium formats I have.
Look at my statues, man.
Yeah, it's no race, man. It's not a race.
Dude, no. What I love is the detail on that bed statue. Like that base is amazing. Like
you see it?
And the pillows look real and fluffy and comfy, dude. Dude, I don't. Who sculpted that? That's a Daniel Bell, right? Or Canali? Because I like the roundness.
Mother of God.
Anonymous.
Oh yeah, no, that's probably some custom group. We gotta keep. All right.
I can't divulge the details.
Yeah.
I bet shipping on that was ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, that had to be freight, right?
Actually, most furniture companies do it free.
That's
a deal right there, man.
Right there, dude.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm getting to some picks. Then we're gonna call it. This guy is cool, man. Austin, you guys know Austin, right? He's in I forget, is it Singapore or Thailand? It's Batman Day, so he started sharing a bunch of Batmans that he has. Badass pictures. This looks cool, man.
That's a good. That's all those statues are great. I think.
The samurai line.
Yeah, samurai line.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Look, man, like even got the little pop looking good.
Something.
Yeah.
You know when you make the Funko Pop match and it looks great, you got skill.
You
got that lighting like the Crippler. You got that lighting like the Crippler.
Just make everything red. Boom.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he got the detail on this one like perfect. I never seen a picture like this from this statue. It's the XM Shogun, right?
Shugo.
Is the Shogun the one on the horse?
Yeah, that's the one on the horse.
I think XM really found their wheelhouse with that line, dude.
Man, I feel like it's hit and miss. I like most of the Batman on it, but the sidekicks, they don't speak to me. Some of
the main
don't
stuff
speak to me.
Yeah.
The one that I don't care for is that Riddler they just came out with.
Yeah.
It's just a weird take on a statue.
Yeah, I think I seen the Robin that I like. I was like, oh, I'm not a Robin dude, but that Robin looked dope.
Is that the one you're getting, Casual?
The one on the left, I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you started down the 1/3,
I'll be really slow about it too, though. No rush, man. I shouldn't even say anything anymore because you guys are just gonna. I found one.
You found the DK. You found the DK3.
No, hell no, not yet. Not yet.
I was like, that was quick. It's
man,
like from I'm good to I got a DK3 coming. I found one.
I kind of want to get out of the sales groups, man. To be honest.
Dude, you're always posting like sales posts for us in the chat. It's like,
yeah.
God, you seen this?
I'm trying to hook you guys up.
Yeah.
This is cool too. The Batfleck one. I don't know who makes it though.
Prime One, probably.
Is it Prime One?
Yeah. Based on the way the resin looks like on the face.
On the face, yeah. This was pretty cool. It was like, if you were a kid, this wouldn't be like this.
That's some Wells. That's some Where's Waldo situation right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the old Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond.
I like that. Yeah.
There's one off to the right that he's holding a rifle.
This one?
No, to the left of that. The one in the blue.
This one?
Right, yeah. Yep. If you could take one Batman from that shelf, which one would it be?
Zoom out.
Let me smell, yeah. I got this one.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'd go with.
I agree. I agree.
What about you, Trey?
Man, I don't think I would take any of them, man. I think I would take the that original Superpowers Batman from back in the day.
But that's not on the shelf. You would
Man,
think it is. He
I
got every other one.
Yeah, you would think. That's why I was looking hard. I was like, man, I hope he has it. No, that's the one I would take, man, just because childhood memories.
Mm-hmm.
Move this man!
I love that freaking movie, dude. That's when I knew Casual was a real one, when I seen that clip.
You saw that one? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he know.
Chappelle all day, man. Oh, yeah. See if I just posted these pictures. Man. We were talking about this the other day. I was talking to him the other day about this, and like, would you guys go for the colored one or for the marble looking one? The non-colored Marble too, yeah. I love the marble look.
Yeah.
I would go color.
That one's cool to me, but that one, man, good grief.
Yeah.
Like that marble one, man. It's just crazy.
It's funny how it clears up the focus on Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where you want to focus.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best one they're gonna have out of this like sanity thing is gonna be Superman.
Superman one. It's just gonna
be
be
dark side though. That's the only thing.
It's gonna be Lex in a suit. That's it. Brainiac, Lex.
They showed us teasers already.
Oh really?
Okay, yeah, we've actually seen like renders of all the characters on it. It's just renders though.
All right.
Has that one come out for sale yet?
No, I don't think so. No. But there's pictures on the XM Life group on Facebook.
That'd be pretty crazy to have all three of them, you know.
This is a local collector, Corey. Corey's a cool guy. He's the one that sold me some portraits for Superman, but
yeah, big ups to Corey.
Oh yeah.
When they give me a 1/3 Spidey that looks good, it's all over, man.
It's a rat.
That's my favorite character, but like I feel like no one really gets him right.
Dude, like I say, I was telling people that like Spider-Man, it's more than just his high school years, and we just keep getting stuck in that loop of him in high school, and he did so much after that, and we don't get that anywhere else. Like, he's been through some stuff. That dude.
This picture makes it look like legit, like
and
awesome. It looks like a third scale right here.
Yeah.
Pretty big statue.
I would have that in a heartbeat if I was just grabbing cool. Like if I didn't have a focus, I would just grab that thing like right now.
Me too.
I love it.
I think I would too. Like, what's it called? Amateur casual would have bought this.
Yeah. I was thinking of getting it and getting the before I went with X-Men, getting the Super Scroll, the Thing, and just starting to build Fantastic Four, since we don't really have a good quarter scale versions of that is licensed. I was like, ooh, but then I'm like, I don't know how the other ones are gonna turn out.
See, and the Thing is actually one of my favorite Marvel characters, man. But
oh really?
I don't know if I like that XM one.
It's cool. I like it.
There's something about it.
You think it's the pose?
I don't know. It's just something about it. I don't. Because I was gonna get it, but then when it came out, I was like, oh, something's not there for me.
Beto had a question, thinking of copping the Infinity Superman bus with the best. What is that? Best Fest code at Sideshow.
Yeah, he mentioned that earlier. Like he was saying like with the discount code, saves a lot of money.
Is that is it the one where he's opening his shirt?
Yeah, the one where he's showing his suit under.
Yeah, Infinity has really good.
Infinity is the way to go with those busts, man.
I think they're better than Queen for the busts.
Oh yeah.
And if you have, I think you said you have Batman already. Or no, if you have like 2 of the 3 for the core Trinity, I would get it to complete it, but that's up to you.
I'd say wait for because Infinity showed their last event. They showed a render of like the black suit from the
Mhm.
Snyder Cut, and it looks fucking amazing. The bust,
Mm.
it looks amazing. So
Dude, you
that's that
see,
color.
that's why Buck's a real one. He doesn't like this Snyder stuff, but he'll tell you if something looks good with the Snyderverse.
Right.
See,
This is pretty cool.
that's dope. So that was I seen that Spider-Man versus Venom, man, and I was like, oh, XM site, no, they didn't have it. Then I was like, oh, Prime site, no, they didn't have it. Sideshow, no, they didn't have it. It's custom.
Oh, you're talking about like, yeah, the one Buck used to have this one, right?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
And then I seen people unboxing it, and this is all I hear was like, well, this doesn't stand hand tight, and you're gonna have to put this in to hold it. And these
Everyone's
things
like,
came
"Oh,
broken off." And
That's why you don't like that group.
Yeah, man. Everybody's like, "This is the best thing ever." Here's this list of caveats.
This is like, I was like, man,
it's like when you see a sales post and someone's like, "It's in perfect condition, except the leg is broken up."
Perfect condition, but you need a new magnet.
I wasn't in that group when that came out. Thankfully.
That's the piece that convinced me to stop buying from there. I canceled my pre-orders after that. Piece of shit. Although this statue is also from the same group, and it actually looks good.
I like it. Yeah.
But then again, it's just red and black, so I'm not giving them credit for that.
It's got a little funky pattern on the Carnage texture.
I don't like the Carnage, but like, if you notice, this Venom is the exact same look as the XM Venom. It's the same sculptor. So if you like this, I just say get the XM Venom instead.
Man, I heard you really like the XM, the new XM Arise. I heard that's your favorite, but
oh man,
rumors on the internet. That's the rumors on the internet.
I don't like that piece at all.
Man, that Silver Surfer was the first customer I was getting ready to get. I'm glad I didn't, only because I heard some people paid like $700 and stuff for shipping and stuff like that. I'd have been like, what in the hell?
Another statue, man.
I still love that Gladiator Hulk, that premium format. Like, I love that thing. I still have it pre-ordered. I forgot about it. I think it's been pre-ordered for years. Once they reissued it.
For real?
Yeah, I forgot. I'm in a different direction. I may need to cancel it because I don't know where.
Don't cancel it. If you got the EX, like get it. Even if you don't, because I think it's a pretty awesome statue. It looks amazing to me.
I do. I love it. And what I was gonna do originally was have my Thor that I have up there to break up Brimstone.
Facing off.
Yeah, facing off. And you remember I said I have some of those battle things. That's what's in my head. Was like I could put Thor up there with him looking right at it.
Those are two awesome statues. I used to own the Thor, and that's an amazing statue as well. I just love the way they did that statue. The base is awesome as well.
Now, did you like it better than the XM and the Queen on Throne?
I like it better than the XM.
I do.
Not necessarily better than the Queen. The Queen is like a different kind of statue. If I have to pick between the Sideshow and Queen, I'd go with Queen.
Yeah.
But
is that on Throne?
The one on Throne.
Yeah.
That's the one I have.
But I don't like the XM one at all. That sculptor, the statue he did for XM that was good, that was Hulk, was the Red Hulk. XM Red Hulk is pretty awesome. I don't like his Gladiator Hulk. It's not good.
Where's this from? Is this Queen Studios? Or?
That's custom.
That's custom. That's huge.
I was about to say, it looks like Iron Studio.
Yeah, most of his statues are custom up there.
Yeah.
No, he got a Johnny Storm there. I would love to get a Johnny Storm.
And that one came out really good. That Johnny Storm and the Thing came out really good.
Damn. This dude is in a lot of custom groups.
Buck is like, that is this one, and that group is this. And that's this one.
I like that Black Panther too.
Is that custom?
Yeah.
That's custom. Yeah. I'm in that same group.
Yeah.
Technically, I have it on pre-order.
Which Daredevil is that? Is that custom or is that the?
Iron
Iron
Studios.
Studios.
That's
Iron
Iron Studios.
Studios.
That's cool.
That's it. That's it. Which one you guys like better, the Iron Studios or XM Daredevil?
This
I
one
like
right
Iron
here.
What?
Studios.
XM Daredevil? No, XM Daredevil. No, not at all. But this one,
This
Yeah.
this
I
one.
like this one. Well, if you
Mhm.
compare it to the sideshow, prefer. I would choose this one over it, the sideshow. But I would want to replace the head. I take the sideshow head and put it on this, like
This is more
the
of a classic.
exclusive portrait,
Mm.
and probably simplified with it.
That's cool. Cause I keep seeing the Iron Fist, dude, and I'm like, that's such a good statue for me personally. And I'm like, I'm not doing that right now. Like Casual said, Oatmeal would have just got it because it's available in a lot
Yeah.
of the groups and it's available on spec right now. And I'm like, every time I'm
Yeah.
just browsing, I'm like,
And it's
and
super
then I was
cheap.
like, which Daredevil would I get with it? Yeah, no, I see it like for 700 some places.
You could probably get it for like
999.
550 shipped.
You could get it for 550. I might get it just to hold on, just in case I refocus some point and have it. That's a dangerous.
Spectration's got got that Namor sticker that I've been
Yeah.
contemplating getting.
They
I
have
love
that
that
in
statue.
stock.
That's why I'm with Beta Ray Bill. I look at Spectre. I'm like, man, just get it, Tracy. Just get it.
Yeah, they got that one piece that like you can get it. It's right there.
Hey Trey, you're looking for the XM. But what was that again?
The
Magic.
XM Beta Ray Bill.
Oh,
Oh,
Beta.
yeah,
Beta Ray.
Beta Ray
Okay.
Bill.
There's a guy. Where are you? Are you in Texas too, or?
No, I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis.
Man, there's a local guy here
Yeah.
selling that beta. He's trying to get rid of it too. So
Oh, right.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
if you're
one's
interested,
been hard.
I'll ask him.
I'm waiting for LBS now, dog.
Oh, okay.
That was
Oh, man.
2020. That was 2021.
Yeah.
2022 me LBS. Look at the name.
That was a test.
Yo,
That was a
Trey,
test.
doesn't say
Trey's
XM.
he's been saved by LBS, man. LBS now,
Say,
it's like an easy no to any temptation. It's like, nah, I'm gonna wait
unless,
for LBS.
unless it's a
Yeah,
Thanos or a
that's-
Silver Surfer
that-
at 1/4, I
That's
still
cool.
do it.
That's a good way to focus your your collecting.
Yeah,
If it's not LBS, man, I can't get it.
I can't do it,
Nah.
dog.
These look awesome.
Yeah, I like these a
I'm just
lot.
not feeling the Wonder Woman too much, but I love
That's a movie
Superman,
piece, though.
Batman, yeah,
Yeah, the Batman. The drape of that cape.
yeah,
so
man.
dope.
Like
Yeah.
that's thank you, man. A lot of people don't appreciate good fold work in a cape.
Mhm.
They just say
Yeah.
I want it sculpted, and sometimes some sculpted capes just so boring and like not well done. But these, like the
Mhm.
sculpted capes, are done well. I see the pinch folds when it
Yep.
inserts in the shoulders. Then you
Exactly.
get all the pipe folds, and like, oh man, it's just so good.
Mhm.
Very well done. Someone took their time to do it. It's not like an afterthought. And even though there's no like extra texture on it, you can still like
It
see
sells
some
it.
character.
Yeah.
There's like a difference, even though it's the same sculptor. There's a difference in the way she's approached the like fold work on Superman versus the fold work on Batman.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
just,
but check out the bottom where the cape meets the base. Look how
Yeah.
it folds on there, dude, and drapes over.
pretty awesome, man.
Dope.
Dope shit.
Man, I love how small like the bases are too. Like you
Yep.
put all three of these together and not take up too much space.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Walton, he's chest day all day, no leg day. Like that.
No leg day. You see those
I mean,
quads?
he's got a lot of muscles there, but like, look at the
God damn.
chest. The chest is like
Like the
Like,
proportions
it's
are like,
pretty hard.
Superman.
It's pretty hard to grow your like quads and your legs. Like it's just genetics, man. You can't just at some point you can work out your legs all you want and they're not gonna grow.
Dude,
It's
look,
like
that's exactly what it looks like. It's just like, dude, these are the peak my legs gonna be. Let's work on the chest. I got some room to improve the chest.
oh man,
It's all about the angle too, though,
keeps
you know?
expanding.
Oh my goodness, it's so much muscle on those legs, though.
He's got gills, man.
Yeah. But speaking of the folds, man, the folds on his side and then on his right here, joint meets.
Mhm.
Yeah, right there.
Mhm.
This is crazy.
The
I
suit is
want it.
vacuum sealed onto his body.
I thought this was pretty cool. Like this guy got I had this before the bust, but he got it
Hmm.
signed by our
Kevin,
boy
Kevin
Kevin
Conroy.
Kevin
Conroy. Yeah,
Conroy.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
that's what I
Hey,
would do.
That's the
Casual, are you
perfect
bringing
voice
anything
from
with you
Batman.
to Comic Con to get signed, or
I got some stuff. I got some comics, and I don't know if I'm gonna take a base.
Man,
Like freaking carry that all
Superman's
around.
base.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Superman
I don't know if there's
base
anyone
of his
like I
portrait or
love
something.
enough to like have them sully my thing with their
Frank Miller
signature.
probably for me.
Just take one of those
Frank Miller?
angels.
For me, yeah, Frank Miller would be cool.
Who would I let sign something of mine?
Would you guys let them sign it on the front like that or on the bottom on the
It
base?
has to be on the bottom if I'm even letting them sign it at
Yeah.
all. And
Yeah.
man, and I provide them with the pen. I don't want to use a chunky ass marker to like do some blotchy, nasty signature, man. Like,
Uh,
no.
I'd let that dude. What's my dude? This creator of Thanos. I'd let him do it all day long, like on my
Jim
Thanos.
Starlin?
Yeah, I'd let him do it all day long. Hey, put to my best friend Trey. You know.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'll do that too.
To my inspiration, Trey.
Yeah.
It's funny when you do an unboxing on that thing. You got to be like, look, pick up the base, show him the bottom of the base. It's
Yeah.
as important as the statue itself.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I like. You could tell when something means a lot to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and
You see.
they light it well. They put a little plaque next to it. Yeah.
Oh, I love this
Ooh,
picture.
that's
This is
pretty
cool.
awesome. It's a cool statue. It's Iron
Yeah, I've never seen
Studios.
that one.
I
It's
think it's
Iron
Iron Studios,
Studios.
right? Yeah, it's Iron Studios.
Yeah,
All of these are Iron Studios too.
yeah.
It's right here. Yeah, it's tiny.
That poison ivy.
Yeah, she looks good too. Yeah, it's like Batman Day. Sorry, everyone's posting these pictures.
Jim Lee.
watch your
Man,
mouth, Buck. Watch your
there's a lot
mouth.
of Jim Lee fans that'll come for me now.
Watch your mouth.
Jim
I'm
Lee.
a big Jim Lee fan.
There you go.
Jim Lee doesn't suck. He's overrated.
He's what got me into comic books.
Jim Lee. Who do I like back from that era? I like Silvestri, Mark Silvestri.
Silvestri, I think, was the
Silvestri.
best artist out of all of them. He
Dude,
was the
yes.
best.
The Darkness, Witchblade. And it was funny because when I was rereading the Messiah Complex and realized he was the one arting that, I was like, oh my goodness, this is great.
He's the best. He was the
That's
best.
what made me
Just
want to get Cable and Hope because I was
exactly.
like,
And he is still the best even now.
yeah.
I
agree
don't
with that. He's one of
know.
my favorites.
I guess Jim Lee got put on the right stories. He was put on the like
Yeah.
right stories that were impactful for people. So that's how his name got so big.
I mean,
Uh,
I look at some of his X-Men work, dude. That's to me.
That's
I
what got me.
always liked Jim Lee, but Mark Silvestri was always the one like
Mm-hmm.
that. I was like, oh, look at his Cyclops. Look at his.
I had a question for you guys. Like, this is a good example right here. So they did like a behind the scenes video on this one with
Mhm.
like the sculptor and artist. Do you guys think it's fair to, I guess, I don't know how to word this, but like they're going from comic to 3D to sculpt, you know? Like, do you think that's a fair transition to, I guess, criticize the original art to the statue, or is that a whole separate piece now?
I mean,
Like
you
it being a
can
statue.
always you can make
You can take
criticisms,
liberties.
but at the same time, you know, you might get like a concept and then you reproduce it exactly, or you get something and then your art director's like, okay, this is good enough for the concept, and then it goes to the artist. I want you to make these changes here and there, just so
Mm.
like they're not wasting time doing like several revisions that they might feel they don't need to do. You might notice some changes like the Hulkbuster's kind of skinnier in the final piece, and then Hulk's hair is different. And but generally speaking, you're still getting the same idea. And the reason why the Hulk, the way the statue is leaning is not the same, not dramatic. Like Hulkbuster isn't falling over anymore. They could have done that for a multitude of reasons. It could have been
Engineering.
just the stability engineering, but I'm pretty sure they could have made it work even if they wanted him to look like he was falling over. Maybe they used a bunch of rocks to like cushion his fall around his legs. But like again, a lot of things will change and you don't necessarily know what they are. It could just be taste different. The artist isn't always gonna like faithfully represent exactly the concept. There's going to be some of their spin, the way they make certain like shapes or certain marks. That you just do it instinctively, subconsciously, and it's going to show up on the actual statue. You'll notice that the actual statue, it's way more detailed than the drawing, right? Sorry, than the concept because I mean, it's just he's got like the 3D software, but also he's got his own tools and things that he's using to make that. Uh, it's a different. So, for instance, Marco Plouffe did the Hulkbuster, and Martin Canale did the Hulk, I think.
Yep.
And yeah, so you see each artist style coming out in the piece. I wonder who did the concept. I haven't watched this video yet.
I like what
Yeah.
Chris says. I don't
Yeah.
believe all art can translate to statue. In my opinion, they should make some changes and adjustments, but close to the original concept. So that was my whole thing. Like a lot. So for comic to statue, it's it's 2D to 3D. But then a lot of people like I'm in the same boat. I complain about like when they do movie roles into statues because like you'll never get it, man. Like never. Like I haven't even J&D Queen like 90% there, but 100%. So it's kind of hard to like criticize it if it's a whole different piece of art now.
What
Based
do you
on
think? What do you think about that old King Thanos that was, from the cover? You know what I'm talking about? The old King Thanos on the throne.
yeah, I saw that. That one's good, man. I think I got it here.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, I love that one. What do you think, Jarhead? Since you said you like to get the dioramas.
Talking about the one he's sitting on the throne.
No, just this right here, the Hulk and the.
The concept was awesome. The end result, not so much. So like, I like that Spider-Man versus Venom they have. And I like the original that the Hulk versus Wolverine one. But this one was not it for me, man. I do like that Jean Grey one that they got coming out. I'm probably gonna pick that up.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
I seen it on all the videos from San Diego, and I was actually hoping to see it in New York, but I don't know if Sideshow is gonna come or not.
Yeah, I think what this one lost was just the momentum of
exactly.
Exactly.
I was gonna
you can change hair. All of that stuff is subjective, and some people might like it, some people won't. But when you capture the core of it, is just sort of like Hulkbuster is off balance. You know what I mean? In the concept, and you lose that. It's almost like they're just both standing in. They both standing in the
straight.
same.
They're just like they're too even now.
Exactly.
In terms of like their positions, and then that's crazy. Because I was about to mention that, and it's like something my art teachers would always say is like the longer you work on something from the initial idea, the beginning when you have your loose gesture and like you're posing and you're trying to get it right and it's pretty rough, you make things very like fluid and they look very like dynamic, and the longer you work out on it, things just start to straighten out and get stiffer. And you look at that concept and then the final thing and things look a lot more stiff.
No, that's the same with video game development, because it's sort of like you have to understand what are you trying to capture, and the more you mess around, the more you start to lose what you originally was trying to capture, and you got something that looks good in other places, but then you just lost the spirit of the concept. And so like as long as you can keep the spirit of the concept and then add stuff to enhance it due to your, creative liberties, then I think that's where you win, because what everybody like with the core of it, at least what you've seen of the core of it is intact. So anybody else who like that will still like it, and they might be a little off of some of the liberties to the hair, to this, but ultimately they'd be like, I still love the momentum, I still love the grip, I still love all of that stuff. But that the core is what's missing there for me.
The trick is to never show people the initial idea.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll tell you that. I think it's a mistake to show people what it could have been. But this is so much better than what you gave me. Never let people say that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And this is
There's
crazy.
the color
man.
one.
Look at Bane. Bane's just chilling.
Bane's just like just rising up.
This is custom, right?
Yeah,
No.
XM.
No, that's XM.
XM.
Insanity.
That's the first one they came out with.
Yeah, the Finch joint.
Oops. You don't remember this one, Buck?
No, I do, but I think there's a custom one. I didn't know Clayface was in the XM one.
Looking all happy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but no Riddler.
Keep Riddler out. That's
I didn't realize that. I didn't think about that.
I thought I did see
this Batman.
Because
There is a question mark though in the smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the back, right?
Yeah. Supposedly.
Easter egg.
I thought this was Batman.
EJ, right? He ain't wrong. Bane's a man of culture.
Roll out.
Dude, give me the matrix of leadership.
The Allspark.
The Allspark.
I feel like I need to change my windshield wipers after looking at this.
Oh man,
Man, the metal plates on the top of that. It's crazy.
that looks pretty insane.
Yeah, all that stuff.
They even got the side mirrors from the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky I'm not a Bayformers fan, because these pieces are too expensive, and they look awesome, but thank God I don't want any of them.
Hey, is that Max, the Rottweiler from that movie from a long time ago? Yeah, this is crazy, man. What do you guys think of the emblem in the front? I don't know if I like
I don't mind it because it's a Autobot and it's supposed to have like,
it makes sense that the emblem would be there. This is one of those few situations where like I don't mind having like a logo on the statue.
And it helps keep its pants up, so it's functional.
I thought this
that
was
war
badass.
tank.
Yeah, he actually got it to fit in there, man. Like barely.
Man,
That Silver Surfer, man. I love that Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
it's that whole row right there with War Machine, Thanos, and Silver Surfer. That's all like excellent pieces right there.
Surfer
I wish
got
I
some
was-
wonky. He
would've
got
hopped
some
on that.
wonky ass muscles on him.
Does he?
Yeah.
I love that Silver Surfer.
Man, what do you guys think about that
Like it better
Captain
than silver or
America?
black.
Silver. I'd like my Silver Surfer to be actually silver.
You
I think
don't like what Donny Cates did to the character.
I like the story, but in a statue form, I think it kind of loses like the detail. Like you can't. It just looks like one big black mess to me.
Yeah. Honestly, if they were gonna do a Silver Surfer black, I'd want him to do him in like Tradmore style. Like the way it looked, like the weird psychedelic look in the comics.
I like this interpretation of the Hulk because he doesn't get punked and says, "No, I don't want to be the Hulk." He changes into the Hulk.
Get his bitch ass over there. Trey, you were talking about this one, right?
Yeah, what do you guys think about that cap? Because I'm interested in it, but
I like the sideshow one better.
It's not the one I would go for. I don't like the way it's painted. Yeah.
I like it, but I was shocked that the sideshow was bigger than that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, scale's a little bit different.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
If I was doing classic Avenger look, I would definitely get the Sideshow one. Since I'm more modern, and I already got the Daniel Bell one there, so it was just gonna replace that one, and that's why I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it.
You should start hunting the custom portraits for that Daniel Bell one.
Oh, they
I'll
got
make
custom
you.
portraits?
Short
Oh shit! I'll
hair.
send you pictures after the show.
Oh,
I got those.
show me the light.
Get booked.
Show me the path.
I
Oh,
thought
what
this was
is
cool.
what is that?
Berserk.
That's Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, the lighting on this thing. This looks like the comic right here. Or I'm sorry, the
manga.
Manga. My bad.
Dude, the Berserk is the thing that every time I see looks cool as hell, and I don't know where any of it's from. It's just like, oh, look at that weapon. Oh, look at this character.
He's got the statue I sold. That's the base.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got the 1/3 black swordsman.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can see the base in the back from with the symbol on it.
I was talking about this one in the chat. Like, what do you guys think of this Batman? It's from Sideshow. Everyone was talking about the bike being small, but I don't know, man.
He's not trying to compensate for anything.
I know, right? That's what
I think the bike is supposed to be small. It's like it's one of those like smaller bikes, but like I don't like the statue just as itself. And then as a movie kind of piece, I don't trust Sideshow with painting realistic skin. So it's I wasn't interested at all. I'm getting
I will say though, the Ahsoka they have coming out looks amazing.
Yeah, her
and that's
portrait.
That one looks cool. What was that? Have
movie
they
piece,
shown the
or
production
showpiece.
pieces?
They had the one at Comic-Con. I don't know if that was production piece. I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
it looked really good.
If they can nail the production, that's really good, man. You know,
Yeah.
everybody likes to say I'm looking for a job at Sideshow, but when it comes to like the movie pieces, I have no faith.
Yeah, I was shocked at that one too. I was like, wow, that's spot on.
I respect anyone who likes this Batman. It's just not the Batman for me.
Yeah.
Trey, you don't do any DC stuff, do you?
I try not to, man. But the one that you have though, that Superman, man, I saw it today for 3,000, and I had to check myself. Like, I had to really check myself.
Yeah.
Casual enabling people.
I swear, like 4 or 5 people hit me up asking me how much I got it for. Is it the sculpted version? All these other questions. I was like,
Yo,
man,
Casual, how much you got that for?
Yeah, right. Nah, man, but like, I wasn't trying to enable anybody. I was just happy just to get them, you know. But people hit me up after. I was like, dang.
PM for price.
Yeah. Because I was almost all over the P1 Green Lantern and Sinestro, and I was like, man, I gotta check myself.
Dude,
like it's just too much.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I see that Superman so much, but it's usually far in the background, and it's just sort of like it's Superman, right? But it never was like Superman. When I seen you unboxing and it was close to the camera, I'm like, the thing is huge.
Yeah.
And you just tower, and I was like, oh, okay. Because usually on people background, it's far away, so you don't get to appreciate.
I might just leave him here. Shoot.
Yeah.
You get like 2 1/3 from Prime One, and you're like over $3,000 already. And like you haven't paid for shipping. You haven't paid for shipping, bro.
But the thing is, dude, like the 3 so far I purchased 3 quarter scales from XM, and each one of them cost more than the 1/3 that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell you not to get XM pieces. You come to me, I'll tell you not to get them.
I'm slowing down on it now. I just got a few left, and then I'm just gonna save spots for future stuff that ain't even announced, that I don't even know about. Only future me knows about them.
That's how I feel. I'm gonna get 1/3 Superman, 1/3 Batman, 1/3 Wonder Woman calendar day. But that's gonna be whatever's coming out in the future, because I'm not chasing that one. That Superman. I want to so bad, but I'm not chasing that one.
Yeah.
Somebody will crack my head open. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. That's the Hush, the previous Hush.
Yeah, I actually got to see this one in person today, and it's actually really good. Like the texture, the sculpt on this one. It's
Mhm.
but you have to put them up high. You can't put them up like this. Or
This
down
one
like that.
was hyped so much when it came out,
Mhm.
and like now you can find it for cheap
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
exactly.
other ones devalued it.
Yeah,
I love seeing that happen to statues. They're like,
man.
cause no, it's good, man. It means like now people can get it for a reasonable price. I hope that Superman Hush one day, like it becomes like I don't know. Actually, I don't care enough because I don't want to buy it. But like I like seeing it when like the statues are like, even if they appreciate in price, not too much,
Yeah, see,
reasonable.
I like stuff like that previous picture where it's sort of like it was like one but no, yeah, it's the one with the group here, like Batwoman, all of them in it.
This
Yeah,
one,
like this one. Like where it's like it's one statue away from being cluttered, but they spaced out nice and he made it work and added the bat and the arts to just make it almost a diorama. Like I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
the one thing I change is the way he's like done the cape of the Batman.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
kind of
kind of just
Mhm.
blocking off Huntress.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right here. He has it the same, but the same. I don't know how he has it like that. I love this Bane, by the way. If anyone's thinking about it, like this Bane is
Mm.
badass. I used to have
That's
this
Sideshow.
sideshow. Yeah,
Hmm.
I like the bruised knuckles and elbows
yeah,
on it.
it's really, really well
It's
done.
crazy because you can see like all his like joints are bloodied. Like he's been hitting people in the face with his knee and his elbows and
Yeah,
his hand. So it's crazy.
like this one's
The
badass too,
White
man.
Knight.
Yeah.
I almost got in on this one. I was like, nah, I'm not a big Batman fan like that.
It makes you think too, man, because like once this gets home, you gotta like build a table or dedicate space to it. The guy's like, I don't need this window behind it, so I'll put it in front of the window.
Dude, I learned my lesson now, dude.
Yo,
I'm only
Steve,
getting.
check your DMs.
All right,
Dun, dun, dun.
what were you saying, Sam?
Oh yeah, it's like I learned my lesson. Like I'm measuring everything before I even think about it. It's like I get that thing in because that's another statue that you see it in the background. I'm like, I don't get the hype until you see something close like this because it's usually in the background and then all you see is the bike and then the cape. You don't really see the Batman, but then when you see it close, you're like, oh, look at the detail on the bike and all of this good stuff. But then you realize how big it is because I think Chris Batman statue collector has it on something similar to where I have my son's speaker at, and the cape is like clipping the TV, so it's just sort of like higher than the TV. I was like,
I think it's almost 50 inches wide.
50 inches. What, dude? That is crazy.
I know it's
Yeah, that's
called
Long,
40.
long bike.
Long cape.
it's probably because of the cape. So you probably could fit
Yeah.
the base on something like 40.
Yeah. Crazy. Say these companies, they don't respect your space, man.
Yo, you don't respect your space.
They're like, fuck your space, man.
I was kidding with you earlier, Buck, when I was like, I wasn't serious, but I was like, dude, you just have to cut off the sides of it, like with a chainsaw, and then you be
Honestly,
good.
there's a guy in the groups that does that. He did that to his Hulk. He used a circular saw to cut off the back of his Hulk transformation and like on the base, and he chopped off a huge chunk, I'd say about 4 to 5 inches,
Just to fit
and
it into his display.
just so it could fit in his thing. He's like, I'm never selling it again, so I don't care.
Yeah.
And like now, if you look at the base, like just a white chunk of resin exposed at the back.
There's gotta be a better way,
He
up,
doesn't
Matt?
care.
man.
What's up, Matt?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, man, I only been backstage
Matt.
with you. It's good to chat with you again, man.
Yeah, man.
See, Matt and Nathan and Buck with a very certain situation, but those dudes been guiding me, like straight up, like coming in the game new and just sort of like Nathan them. They was like, just focus, don't get all the statues right now. So I got the ones that I want to get, and then I'm just gonna pause and just wait for stuff to come out that I really like. Because when you get in this, you're like, oh, I could get that.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Thanos for life. What's up, buddy?
Anyone know the same.
No idea.
I could buck. I could. It's Batman weekend, Batman day. You killing Bruce. What? Come on, man. I can't let it go, man. Come on,
Matt,
man.
you know the only reason why you're here is because I told like Steve to check his DM. So let's not
I know. Because you know I love you, man. You know I love you. But man, come on.
So Matt, what is your current take on Batman and his ability to beat everybody's ass?
Power of bullshittery.
He's a tactician. He can beat everybody's ass. He plans for it. Come on, man. Him and Captain America, like, you know, they take out teams. They take out teams of dudes, and you know it.
Captain America has powers though.
This isn't Goku, man. This isn't Dragon Ball Z.
I agree with you.
It's not all that, man.
Goku
Come
is
on.
shit. Dragon Ball is shit. Let's go back to Batman.
Well, that's what you living in that anime Dragon Ball Z world, man.
I'm gonna get some popcorn.
How you gonna try to bring that into the original OG Batman detective?
Man coming in hot.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
But I gotta just quickly say that, like, you know, you're saying as a tactician, but the tactics he uses need to make sense. I'm just saying, they just work because the enemy is all of a sudden like stupid, or their powers don't work the way they're supposed to. I mean, that's BS.
Come on, Buck.
See, Batman has no business like winning Flash in a fight, or Superman.
Dude, sorry.
What's up, Walter?
You went down to Houston. Drank some of that Kool-Aid that Jim Jones is out there preaching, passing out. I don't know what's going on with you, man. And then on Batman Day at that too. Come on, man.
This is when you gotta let them know the truth, though. You gotta open up all the eyes.
I shouldn't have to explain to you that these people can move faster than sound. Like, there's nothing Batman can do. Before he blinks, he's dead. It's that simple.
Yeah,
I think you underestimate the human spirit. It's magical.
Yeah, like I said, for some reason they always beat Batman. He goes, he sulks, and he comes back, and he wins.
Yeah. He'll find your weakness.
That's
what that first fight is about, to test you, to see what you're about.
I'll tell you this, man.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you sip some fine cognac. You smell it first, right?
For some reason,
you do like this, and you smell it because you got to savor it. So you got to see what it's about.
Batman,
so you don't know nothing about that, Buck. You don't know nothing about that.
He savors defeat first, and then he pulls like victory out of his rear end.
Yeah, I know.
See, you want us to respect Batman on Batman Day, and then Casual shows this.
It's XM, their premier statue company.
You know what? I love XM. I really do, man. They do great statues, but hip hip hooray! I'm not with what they've got going on right now.
Dude, they just took
a page out of Sideshow. That's all. Trying to put something.
They took Archangels and Cable's base and said, "Here you go, Batman."
I know,
that base is Walton's backstage, it seems.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Casual, I don't know, man. I heard your statement about the movie pieces. I made a send a comment. I gotta give my Conan, my Arnold Conan war paint some love, man.
Like in a good way or a bad way? No.
He's like,
in a good way or a bad way?
Serious? No.
I haven't seen it yet, to be honest.
That's a classic piece, man.
That's PCS or Sideshow?
No, Sideshows.
I wanted to talk about that monstrosity that is the war tank. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
He said, "Run that tape back."
Yeah. Seriously, look at that. Look at the gun on the side of that leg. Like, what the hell? Like, what were the designers thinking when they said, let's just add a gun here, a gun here? Oh, yeah. Oh,
I think
maybe
one more over here. The essence of the character is to be over the top. But yes, when you say it looks stupid, I think you are correct. No. But like, it's supposed to look ridiculous, I think. But like, it does look stupid. But I think that's the goal.
The War
It's like
Machine's amazing. The War
guns
Tank
and
is
more
just
guns.
dumb, and I don't get it.
Dude.
I mean,
could
you don't
just
have to
pick
display
one.
it with that gun. You can just take it off.
No, like that dude, you could tell that's made for like a Bay movie where he got the tread and
Yeah.
he's sort of skating around, just
Oh,
shooting all.
Mhm.
Yeah, like what's his name?
Was it Jazz? Oh, no, who was it in
something Hyde? Was it
Ironhide?
Ironhide?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like,
I really wonder if it's going to be in a future movie though. Like
he's got too many guns.
I really wonder.
It just seems like the designers didn't have a cohesive idea of what they wanted, and they're like, we can do this, this, this. I gotta just do it all.
No, he's just like guns, lots of guns,
like anti-aircraft.
He's like, I need something for every situation, dude.
Like on Rad Titan, they put up a thing like the whatever the heck it is, the Batman thing, and the War Tank, and I was like, it's not even a contest. One actual has a cohesive design language, and the other one just seems like, what can we do?
Man, I like how he's displaying it outside. I mean, with the War Machine outside. Is that even the War Machine that goes with it?
Yeah, it is up top. That is the
Yeah,
War Machine.
top,
I mean, again, if they sold that War Machine by itself, it'd be great.
Yeah.
The War Machine by itself is a fantastic statue. That monstrosity beneath should have been.
Are you sure that's the War Machine that goes with it? Why is it? It doesn't have any guns on it. It looks weird.
You can clip them
they're on the legs. They're on the legs.
You can take them off the War Machine and you can put them on him.
Oh, then definitely take him off the War Machine. Take him off the War Tank and put it on the War Machine.
Let's balance it a little bit.
Yeah, the War Tank can use a little less guns.
I don't feel as like bad towards this statue as Walter. I think that from what they try to achieve of just sort of like just balls to the wall. If you're into that thing, I can see where that appeals to a lot of people of just like all of the guns. But yeah, I think that.
I think XM has a hard time knowing when to stop.
Oh, thank you.
Nightcrawler.
Thank you.
Venom.
They get an idea like, that's kind of a cool idea. Let's do that. And the other guy was like, hey, I got an idea too. Like, oh, let's just do that too. It's like, no. Have one person come up with an idea and stick with it.
Yeah. I heard everyone talk about all these except for this Iron Man and this Thanos. Well, what's up with that?
I
like Thanos.
I like Thanos a lot. Like I would consider getting that Thanos. The Iron Man, like if you're trying to go for like a prestige, dude, I'm just here to take a picture or a museum style, I think is immaculate, dude. Like the sculpture on that is crazy. I like a more dynamic Iron Man, but that one, if you're trying to do like just some really good representation of an Iron Man, he looks like he already won the battle, or he's a fake Iron Man that they send out for PR to take the picture. But just after the battle is done, he's like, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, his display up top is great, and I love that Thanos and Lady Death. I don't hate the Silver Surfer, but I don't love it either.
Yeah.
And that War Tank is just an abomination.
Walter does not like that War Machine.
If you could take only one statue from this, what would it be? I'd take Iron Man.
I already own Thanos and Lady Death. Are we talking about like if I had to pick one, or if I had to pick another one that I don't own?
Yeah, if you picked another one, I guess.
I'll take the Hulk Buster. Oh, I'm sorry, the Hulk.
Yeah.
Can I take the War Machine without the War Tank?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, you could just take both and toss the War Machine, the tank in the garbage.
You could throw it in my car if you want.
I'll take the Lady Death and Thanos because you get 2 for 1, right?
That's what I take. I take Walton's Lady Death and Thanos.
Walton's dick.
I miss. Just wrap it up, Walton.
Yeah. But dude,
go to his house. Don't worry, Trey. I'm working on it. I'm working on finding Colorado.
But
man, I was gonna get that XM Thanos and Lady Death, but I was trying to decide between that and remember the Iron Studios Hulk, that big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, which one should I get? And then I didn't get either one of them. I'm mad at myself.
Yeah, but look at them, like all of those pieces. with the exceptions of some of them that I don't really know too much about. I don't know if that's a custom on there, but the licensed ones are all like bangers, though, right?
Yeah.
Like super crazy.
Yeah.
Like the Iron Man War Machine. I like that Captain America, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a good enough like 3D representation. I haven't seen it really closely yet to really decide. But yeah, man, that Hulk transformation, that Iron Man, that War Machine, the War Tank, and that Thanos are just like people will kill to get any one of those pieces, let alone all of them.
Jarhead, how about you, man?
It would see the. I love that Iron Man up there. I love the Hulk. But honestly, I would probably pick that Silver Surfer.
The custom guy says custom.
I would probably pick that Silver Surfer because I have a Hulk already, and I like that Hulk. So,
You just need to find somebody who is getting out of the game and wants to go to their last level surfer that doesn't know its worth.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So yeah, once I get that Hulk, because I was considering once I get that Hulk transformation, I can't get Apocalypse after that. I can't get the Superman. Anybody else with that pose is out. I can only have one.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do love that Loki, that custom Loki you showed.
Yeah, that was dope.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Did Walton say he? No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Jarhead, go ahead.
It's good. That old man Thanos is pretty cool too. That on the that's pretty good.
It's a beast, man.
They didn't give him the ape gut that he's supposed to have. He's supposed to have like a huge gorilla belly.
It's cool.
Walton, did you say someone was getting rid of the last level surfer? Or
No, I said you need to find someone who's getting out of the game that doesn't know what that statue's worth and buy it.
Oh. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. If you got it,
literally,
if you got that statue, you know what it is.
How much is it going for right now in the
like
aftermarket?
$10,000, I think.
No. You can get it for like 6 or 7.
Does anybody know the ES of that Thanos? Slim Boss is asking.
This Thanos? Oh, I thought it was 50 last time I saw him.
For some reason, I thought I saw just last week, or maybe this week, it was 130.
It's 130.
For some reason, I thought I saw that. Like somebody said they had the edition number such and such of 130.
That could be it. I was thinking 50. I thought I saw that when the renders came out. I'm guessing this was sold out already, right?
That I don't know. I know where I saw it. It was a guy that has an unboxing channel, the customs unboxing.
Unboxing Bros, whatever.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I think that's where I saw it too. Yeah. Yeah, we skipped this Batman.
Yeah, no. Oh god, the thing's in monstrosity too.
Hey, who that Thanos is coming from though? They may have an artist proof. You know.
Oh right.
Someone just burned that last thing.
This one?
No, that one. That one you burned and never get seen again.
It's crazy. A lot of people like this one.
I don't know why. It looks like an action figure.
I'll leave it at
that Heath Ledger Joker, that's the best version of the character. Sorry, that's the best statue of the character I've seen.
I like that Queen one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this Queen one.
Somehow that last one's Queen too, but whatever.
Somebody found the Penguin. See, they're not rare.
Yeah, no, I go with the Prime one.
Yeah, you guys.
That's a Batman Returns Penguin. That's a movie that should not have been made.
Batman Returns is ahead of its time.
No, it wasn't.
I said it.
When's the last time you saw that movie?
Yesterday, after you talked about it in the last show.
Fair enough.
Let's see, is Walton correct? No.
I mean, you also like Spider-Verse, so you know, we diametrically
opposed
opposed what we deem good movies.
Yeah.
The question you gotta ask now is because he says it was ahead of his time, but like, are we at the time when it's meant to be good? Yeah.
Well, let's break it down, Buck. Let's talk about it. No,
I
I did
mean,
not
is
really see it yesterday. The last time I seen it was when it first came out on 4K
When you were a
Blu-ray
child.
a couple of years ago. I still up Michelle for Pfeiffer's. Is
Yeah, when you were a
everything.
child. When you were a child, it was
Hmm.
probably great, and because when I was a child, I thought it was
Michelle
great
for
too.
Pfeiffer's.
And then I grew up, watched it, I was like, oh god, this is dog
Dude,
shit.
you ain't like when he bit the head of that fish off?
Dude, no.
The black
That
just
movie is
going down his
bad.
face.
Like the first one,
Danny DeVito in
Nicholson
his
is great.
prime.
I went back and I watched them when I resubscribed to HBO Max. Like, you know what? I need to watch this. It's been a long time, and I
Greatest
watched the
Christmas
Nicholson
movie
one,
ever.
and I thought it was great. I watched that one with Pfeiffer, and Pfeiffer's a good actress in that. Like, she is the best part of that. The rest of it's bad.
Man, I don't know. I probably like them because right after that we started getting like the Batman Forevers and
Well, yeah, anything's better than the
Batman
Schumacher
and
garbage.
Robin, and it made those look like masterpieces after the fact. It
Again,
was just
anything
like,
is better than the Schumacher garbage.
Batman on Ice.
I would even
was a
watch the
travesty.
Snyderverse over
Where's
the
Eddie?
Schumacher
Where's
garbage.
Eddie? Where's Eddie?
Yeah.
But we're gonna hit 3 hours in like 5 minutes or 4 minutes now. But it went by quick, man. Like God.
Time flies.
But before it hits 3 hours, I'm gonna like Buck. You got how's everything, man? Everything's cool with you? Everything? You got anything coming in or
we're all good.
pause right now?
In terms of stuff coming in, I think I got charged for Felicia from HMO recently, but the people that because I bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, I can hold it there in their warehouse for 3 months without having to ship it. So I'm gonna do that until like I know where I'm living, and yeah, then wherever I end up moving to, again, I'll ship it there. So that's the current state.
It's cool, man. And glad to have you back. I know it's
Thanks,
Saturday
man.
and everything. Yeah, but yeah, definitely. Jarhead's taking a poop break, I think. And Matt, how about you, man? You got anything coming in? Are you hunting right now?
Yeah, I'm hunting to show Buck some Batman pics. No. No, man. I'm like you, man, with the just waiting on the Queen Studios Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I just round out the year for some stuff, I guess. Just like everybody else, man. Wallet's a little tight. You know, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to jump on, but you know, you got to walk before you run. So just take it easy. That's about it, really, man. No, I was just jumping on real quick, man. I was enjoying the stream, man, and had to get on there, and as always, had to stir Buck's feathers up. So, and you know, I just want to say yo to Bronx Thanos there. What's up, man?
What's up, partner? I'm glad to get to speak to you.
Yeah.
Matt was like, I got something to say.
Yeah, I was sitting here yelling at the daggone screen, man. Buck's over there talking bad about bats.
I enjoyed your unboxing, Matt, with Omega Red and Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, man. I enjoyed that, man.
I'm glad you guys did, man, because I was nervous as I don't know what, man. Last thing I wanted to hear was a crack.
Yeah, something else, man. But yeah, man, Trey, like it's great having you on, man. I always see you in the comments and every time. Anytime you want to join in, man, just let me know and just send me a message and I'll send you an invite. So,
appreciate that, partner. I'd love to do it.
Man. Yo, we'll live LBS through you too. So just
yeah, please do.
Yeah. Send all the funds your way. You know. Nah, but what's next for you, man? You got like the Thor, the Captain America?
Yeah, I got the Thor. What I'm waiting probably to come next is, and I saw it in the chat, is the XM Archangel from Spec Fiction. So I'm just waiting for that to come in, and then just waiting for those POs to come on, you know, with LBS. So I'm gonna take what Walton said in the chat. You know, I'll take his advice as far as LBS and make sure I'm being careful with the shipping. But I'm definitely getting the whenever it comes out, the Iron Man. You know, I'm gonna get the Venom. I'm gonna get anything that comes through, and I gotta decide if I want to get that the Magneto before it sells out somewhere. So I'm not getting the Cyclops though. It's not. I don't want to have the X-Men line, but I definitely really want to have that Magneto.
If you're gonna get mags, get it from Cosmic. It's $100 cheaper, and it's still air shipping.
Okay.
It's $600 through Todd, and that's boat shipping.
Wow.
Yeah, our guy Phoenix has it too. So I don't know if you've seen him yet. Yeah, it's a beast, man. It's like
He's got the Dremel version.
Yeah, you have to
Oh
Dremel.
no, yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah, I've looked at his a lot. So,
Yeah.
especially when it's, I think, one of, don't kill me, Crippling, one of the best Magnetos out there.
Oh no,
We'll say one
no,
third
it
skin.
is. It absolutely is. Like, it is one of the best.
Buck probably hates the duck since Gimli.
The only issues are the Jim Lee portrait. So all of them.
Yeah, you can get a Mark's Vestry aftermarket one and plus it a little bit, but
Oh, man. Honestly, in like if someone was to do one, it might make it like worthwhile. It might make it worthwhile.
Yeah,
Well, Trey, just like it's an open invite. Just to let you know, man. Like if you ever want to join in, I don't know if you're in the Central Coast or Central Time.
Central Coast.
Central Coast. Yeah. it's late. It's late.
Yeah, I'm Eastern Standard. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, got you. And Sam, man, great having you too, man. Like I love your pictures, man. All the Reddit and everything looks great.
Oh man, appreciate it. I mean, just you guys have been super helpful, helping me navigate this stream. So it's been awesome.
Sam, man, I appreciate you sending out that link or that video for those pedestals.
Yeah, it's exciting
cool.
working with them. Like I didn't know what that experience was going to be like, but when they could personalize something for you and keep you in the loop and keep you up to date, then it makes it like, okay, this will be a good little relationship.
They're a pretty penny too, though, boy.
How much are those pedestals anyway?
Yeah.
Depends on what size you want.
Yeah, I haven't looked at like what they sell like off the shelf. It's the custom stuff has been great. It's expensive, but it's no more than a statue. So I figure like I spend one statue's worth of coin to get the display that I really want to show the rest of them off. I think it's worth it.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering if they're like more expensive or less than Magic Case.
I don't know how much Magic Case.
They're running around the same, and because of what it is again, but it's a it's a pedestal. I mean, they know what they're doing for statues and displays and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. You know what I mean? Our community is not their primary community. However, though, they do have Sideshow on their website.
Yeah.
Well, I think the same people make the Sideshow ones, right? The ones that they did for the convention.
Yeah.
Pedestal Source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is like they love working with the geek nerd community on stuff like this, and they want to get into it.
Right.
And so like they trying things that whatever we recommend and feedback. So the thing that I'm designing, they're thinking about maybe making that as something like they just sell pre, because like it's something that they figure other people might want, right? So it's sort of like they're new and they're trying to get into it. So that's always a great opportunity because then you can give a lot of feedback based on it, and they're going to try and do it. So yeah.
Hey Sam, if you have like communication with like one of them or like the company, you should ask them if they ever want to join. Like you're already into it, you know, so they probably want to talk to you more. If they want to join one of these streams one night, and then they could share some information with like all of us.
I think they would love to do that. You see from the video, they're pretty cool. Like it wasn't just a bit. I thought it was gonna be like a business, like, okay, and we can do this for you and this. I don't know what that is. It's like, no, they was like being silly and just being really like down to earth is the best word I can say for it. What is that? A sandwich? Is it eating?
No, it's pumpkin cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, jeez.
It's delicious. My girl just brought it to me, so
enjoy it, homie. You deserve it.
I love it. Love it.
But
you love her, right? Or you love it?
No, talking about the cheesecake.
Both?
Nah, Sam, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'll keep in touch and see if we can get them on, and hopefully get more people on it.
I'll reach out to them Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, great having you too, man. Like, definitely open to join every Tuesday too, man. Like these Saturdays are hard to do because a lot of things come up, but yeah, Saturdays are open too, man.
No, it's always a blast interacting with the community. Like, it's almost like you said, like bragging back and forth, but it's all constructive, and not everyone's gonna like everything, but you get to appreciate other people's view on it when you're making a decision. So it's super helpful.
And Walton, man, you joined the last bit of the show, but it's great having you too, man.
Yeah, I was in the chat most of the time. I just wanted to talk about that War Machine. It's like you guys gave it so much praise. Like, it does not deserve praise. What's going on here?
He had an obligation, a duty to come shit on that statue.
You know, like, Walton's button now.
That's cool. I think everybody just loved it because the magnitude of it. You know, it's like just
the audacity of it.
It's just a big ass statue. Here you go.
I saw it and I just kept quiet. Generally, like it's just generally not my style. But like, I guess what's it called? You know, Walton always inspires me to be a bigger hater.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely have opinions.
No, man, I think you got like you got a lot of like useful insights every now and then. I rarely agree with Walton. Me and him were always arguing about statues.
Yeah.
You know, but it's always like a fun conversation.
Sometimes you need a hammer when the scalpel's not working, when people dancing around it. You know, sometimes somebody just got to drop a truth bomb.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, yeah? So, see you guys.
All right.
Good chat with all y'all. Chat later.
12th. And who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power